Mad Max, hello and welcome. I gotta do my Instagram situation, baby. Are you ready to hear me do an Instagram? Are you ready? Are you ready? Can we fix it, Felix? Yes, we can. Roar. All right. Uno momento. Baby, baby. Hello, if you were expecting a joke, sorry. We're doing my first ever video editing workshop stream. Look at me, look at him. He's stuck in Adobe Premiere. Oh god, can you save him? Can you help him? You have to come to the stream to help me. Escape the it's like Tron but video editing, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I love doing these. Who's that? What's that? What's happening? Magoo! 21 months, oh my goodness. Thank you so much. How are you? Hold on, I missed a lot of things. We got J-Dog, Ulysses, hello. Purro, do I call you Purro? I don't know how to address you. I realized last night that your name is not Purr or Die. Is it Parody? Parody. Sometimes I add letters to people's names. Purr or Die. Welcome. Law Master. Hold on, I'm gonna have to go through my business. Alright, hold on. Okay, here's I've made an Instagram story. Alright, I can put my telephone down. Oh god. Clara, hello! Clara, I'm using like 4 of yours today. How have you been? I've been pretty good. I'm scrolling up in chat though. Hold on a sec. We got J-Dog, JDG, Sans Comic, and Ulysses GC. Cookie Oreo. Alright, I think that's everybody. Hello! And then Clawmaster with the follow. I know you. Oh my goodness, I'm excited. JDG with some bits. 10 bits. Thank you. Thank you. Ah! Hamburger the second. I remember you from Twitter, I think. Unless I'm very confused. Pico with the resub. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. 21 months. All with the Prime sub. Yeah, let's all drain Bezos. It's not gonna work. There's no amount of drain. We'd have to drain the whole ocean. Yeah, I've been good. I woke up less than an hour ago. On the Twitter. Hell yeah. Followed you ages ago. No. I remember you too. Oh my goodness. Remember when I went live on TikTok? I had fun doing those. I guess people still go... I guess VTubers, I should say, still go live on TikTok. My understanding was that TikTok was going to start, like, banning VTubers that went live, but I don't know if that ever, like, came through. So I just stopped doing it. But then also, I don't know. It was a weird thing. I've not been focusing on TikTok. But it was a fun time while it lasted. With 5 more biddies, thank you so much. It's time, everybody. Hello and welcome. I'm very excited for this stream today. Oh my goodness, if you are new here, my name is Comfy Catboy. I'm a goofy goober, but also a video editor. Vern, hello. Oh my goodness. I'm very happy to be here today. I learned that OBS, maybe other people have had success with it. I can't, I have to do a display capture. Pico with 200 biddies. Thank you so many. Oh, does that not work? No, it should work. Did you throw something? Did that not work? But it's open. What? Whoa, Zane, hello. Hold on a sec. Is that a Hypu? Is that a Hypu train? Oh my goodness. Why is it not working? Oh, that's very strange. I don't know. Genta Cookie Cat. I'm gonna disable that. I don't know. Of course something's gonna break. Everything should be working. One moment. Sorry, everybody. Hello! I'm so excited. All right, so while I'm doing this, let me try and multitask for a moment. I have a bunch of the shorts that you all have sent in to me to review and workshop. I've kind of I've ripped them all from whatever services that they live on. And viewer rewards, where does this live? And I'm not good at multitasking. Let's turn off all of the throwing things. I'm sorry, everybody. I don't know what's wrong, so I don't know how to fix it. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. All right, here we go. Whoa, with the sub! Oh my goodness, thank you so many. We're in a hype train, level 2. I have, beans that I eat. They're disgusting. Whenever we get hype trains. So every level of the hype train, I'm gonna eat, a bean boozled bean. This one is white with, like, 1 blue speck. Here we go. Not the bean boozles. If you are actually new to stream, unlike that liar Pika. I'm just kidding. I brought back the beans. They never left, baby. I would love to know a few things about you. Your favorite food, your favorite cute thing, and your pronouns if you want to share that with us. And if you're like, hey, Comfy Catboy, what are your pronouns? Well, I got good news. I'll tell you. I think this was a good bean. I think this bean was not a bad bean. I'm gonna put the beans aside. You love my pronouns? Thank you. I like them too. I like them a lot. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Does OBS not like Premiere? I guess it doesn't. I don't know. And Zane with the sub. Hold on. So many things happened. Okay. No, I think I got them all. All right. Okay. Hell yeah. All right, so here we go. Let's just, oh wait, let me open up Premiere. All right, let's go into this screen. And that's probably big enough, I guess. Favorite thing, your wife? Hell yeah. All right, so what we have here, I'm going to leave the music on very faintly, but if it's like not good to leave on, just let me know. I have a ton of different shorts in here that I've compiled. We'll probably be breaking off some of these into their own, like, sequences. Sushi, snakes are cute, and he, him. Hell yeah. Favorite cute thing, cuttlefish. Spicy fried chicken, he, him. Hell yeah. So, we have some ground rules here for what we're about to kind of do, right? So, I had a lot of submissions. I had, like, way more submissions than I thought that I would. So this isn't representative of everything I got sent in. Thank you for the biddies. Some of them, like, there's not a lot of things on here that are kind of like TikTok trend style videos. So that's kind of one, because there's not a lot that the advice for like TikTok trend kind of things is like very different than the rest of it. So I didn't feel like there'd be a lot for me to sort of talk about in that. It's like, just do the trend, but add your own spin to it is like all the advice I can ever give for those. You know what I mean? Secondly, the whole point of this is for constructive criticism. Constructive criticism. We are not here to say like, hey, this video is bad, here's how we make it good. No, no, no. All we're trying to do is see how we can improve everything that we have in front of us. So everything is to help. And I think that's very important. This is all, you know, this is all for everybody's benefit. So it doesn't benefit any of us to just like dunk on some shorts, you know what I mean? And third and most importantly, this is all just like my opinion, man. So if you know, feel differently than I feel about a certain piece of advice or a certain tweak that I have decided upon, that's okay. I am not the arbiter of what is good and what is not good, but we're just gonna kind of work and see what we can do to improve all these. And we'll just go until we either run out of time or we finish off everything in this timeline. So we'll see. When did you get the new model? 4 or 5 months ago, something like that. Something like that. But how am I supposed to make another TikTok Sigma male music backdrop feature? It's a mystery. All right. So here we go. We are first, and I labeled these in a way that I could come back to them. So we're gonna just kind of watch these, and then we'll kind of I'll give my sort of advice. So this first one is from Ludicrous Limes. This one comes from TikTok.
What do you mean I can't have heavy artillery? Can I have my arms at least then?
You have arms. You have little kitty arms. You don't need big robot arms.
What about a trebuchet?
Maybe. Maybe a trebuchet. Maybe.
Ballista?
No ballista. Why do you need siege weapons?
All right. I think that was pretty good. I liked a lot about that short. Let me find this. Let me here's the thing, revealing project. We're gonna make this its own little sequence now. All right. All right. The short made me laugh. 8 out of 10. I've like watched them all already, so if I'm not laughing directly, then that's because I already know the punchline. So there's a lot of things about this that I like. I like the I think that the font is nice and clean, easy to read. Phantom Geo. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Mew crew. Happy early birthday, hamburger. I like that the text changes colors for the text-to-speech cat and the VTuber. And I think it has a good sort of flow as far as like having an entire arc of a joke. It's like, hey, this cat wants weapons. We just keep expanding on that. Like, what about this? What about a bigger weapon? What about a crazier weapon? And then it ends with, you know, why do you need siege weapons? You're just a cat. That's all very funny, right? I think for me, really, that the best way to tweak this video is there are some parts that kind of felt a little long. Like they kind of if they were snappier, I think it would improve sort of the comedy of it. So we're gonna kind of just like do that, you know. We're gonna kind of see about tightening this up and see what that might look like. Now, of course, everything's already baked in. This is gonna be true for everything that we're looking at today, but so I can't move the text around or anything like that, obviously, but we're gonna do our best. So right off the bat, we have kind of this thing at the very, very beginning.
What?
There's like a minute, actually. I've changed my mind on the music. We're gonna turn that off. So we have this little.
What?
There's like this little. I think it's Ludicrous speaking. And so we have 10 entire frames of just sort of nothing yet happening. We get to see the cat, but honestly, I feel like you can start right up on here, like in a general sense. So we're gonna delete those first 10 frames.
What do you mean
And then you're a little less confused by that opening sound of dialogue from the not cat, and because we stand cats here, and and then we just get right into it. We start right when the text starts.
What do you mean I can't have heavy artillery? Can I have my arms at least then?
You have.
All right, here's another bit. I am like, I'm gonna just be auto-saving every second, because that's what I do, baby. Because there's a very good chance it might crash on us, and, you know, what do we do then? I'm a big proponent of just, like, if you can avoid having dead air, just at any point, like, do it. And the best way to kind of mask that up is with zooms and things. So right here,
can't have heavy artillery.
I can't have heavy artillery. We're gonna just stop. I can see that the speech stops like right there. So we're gonna cut there. and then he sighs a little bit. So we're gonna, yeah, I think it's like right here. So we're gonna kind of do, I always get the names of these confused. There's J cuts and L cuts. This is something that I always do to really just extra tighten up the dialogue bit. So we're gonna lower this over and then kind of drag the whole thing over.
Heavy
Just by like a couple frames.
artillery. Can I have my... Can I have...
It doubles. Was it doubling before?
Can I have... Can I have...
We can fix this too.
Can I have... Can I have my...
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So there was a little error in the text to speech, I guess.
Artillery. Can I have my arms at least then?
So now we're just gonna make a cut here where the scene changes. I'm also going to select all and Control L to delink everything so that I can just cut this and not the audio, just so I have a better visual indicator on what I'm like doing here. So, you know, going from here to here now,
Can I have my arm?
maybe it's not obvious there's a cut. Maybe that's just fine. But just in a general sense, like, people like that are watching shorts have just zero. You have to assume they have just zero attention span. So doing things like just adding a zoom, like a punch in, can be really good. So now if we kind of just like zoom this in, we'll kind of center the cat. And then the you know, the words wouldn't be this big if we had the full power at our arsenals here. But so now it looks something more like this.
Artillery. Can I have my arms at least then?
So now it's like, now we've just included some more like visual dynamics, I guess. There's a better word for that.
Heavy
but
artillery. Can I have my arms at least then?
You have arms. You have little kitty arms. You don't need big robot arms.
so I think the same thing here, and then we can kind of like,
Arms.
there's kind of like this bit of dead air in between these two lines.
Little kitty arms.
Because it was spoken naturally. Kababara, hello. So we're gonna kind of cut this, but then we're gonna sell this joke a little more with zooms.
You don't need big robot arms.
So we're gonna find the end here. We're gonna cut this, and then honestly, we'll leave that alone for now. We'll pull this aside for the moment. I've been told I should hang out here for a new hyperfocus obsession. Hell yeah! Hello, T-Light. Summer vacation. That's exciting. Okay. So I think
You have arms. You have little kitty arms.
so. We're gonna do a small punch in, since each of these words has been broken up. Like, you don't need big robot arms. I think it would be funny. You don't. So we're gonna kind of like make a cut
Don't
everywhere that a new word starts.
need.
So we're gonna just so now that that's done, we're going to kind of punch in like a little bit, and then we'll make sure that they are centered at each one of these. So we can copy, in Premiere you can copy the motion and like paste it into this. So now I know exactly, like, we can zoom in a little more. Just a little more. We can copy that, paste it here, zoom in even farther. Copy, paste, and then zoom in all the way. When I'm done, can I do a side-by-side? Yeah, I can do that, absolutely.
Big robot arm. Kitty arms. You don't need big robot arms.
So I think, yeah, so it's like, you know, again, we have to assume that the words are going to be visible. But,
Then.
You have arms. You have little kitty arms. You don't need big robot arms.
now the last thing I think to sell this, I actually forgot to, hold on a sec, I'm going to open up. Forgot to import my stable of sound effects. So let's see, that lives. Well, that lives. Well, I'll tell you, that lives. Where does that live? That lives right here. Okay. So we're going to drag and drop that in. Okay. So, all right. Thank you so much, Hamburger. I'll see you. Okay. It's so quiet. I can't decide if I want a little bit of music or not. That feels better. Okay, so this is these are like all my sound effects that I've kind of curated over time. Some of these come from subscription websites like Motion Array, but a lot of them are honestly just from like YouTube. And I've kind of gone through and made sure that they're like leveled properly, and they, you know, I can just click and drag for the vast majority. They're not 100% perfect, but the vast majority of these are like ready to drag and drop, because I've like put in the work to do that. So I think what would really, really sell this now is just a little bit of sound effect work. So I have a bunch of hits. I'm going to type in hit here, and then I have all these slap hits. So we have things like, we have these kind of things, right? So we kind of, I think we're going to start with a light slap. The slap hits are good. And then we're going to end on a heavy slap. So that means we're going to, then honestly, I'll pull these down here. Make this bigger, zoom in a little bit. We'll have a third one here. We're like fix the positioning of these for sure. And then now we have 4 different slapperooskies. So we can see that the video line here, the only thing that I don't like about these slaps is that you kind of have to ramp into them. So I typically have to kind of adjust them in the right spot, which would be easier if they just started at the beginning. But that's okay, because it works. All right, let's see what this looks like.
Arms. You don't need big robot arms.
So that's pretty good. They're a little loud. So we're gonna kind of just do the cheapy. We're gonna lower these rubber bands here. Woo! Woo! See that?
Little kitty arms. You don't need big robot arms.
What?
So I think that kind of, yeah. This is Adobe Premiere. Yeah. I do have a video that I recorded, but I haven't released yet on how to get started with DaVinci Resolve, which was pretty dope, honestly, but I haven't had time to finish that yet. I think that'll be good, because that's a big old free tool and it's pretty robust. Okay, so
You have little kitty arms. You don't need big robot arms.
What about a treble?
So I don't know if this is going to be funnier if the cat waits a sec to respond or not. But we're going to see what it looks like.
Robot arms.
What about a trebuchet?
Yeah, I think...
You don't need big robot arms.
What about a trebuchet?
Maybe.
So this again, this is very good. We're doing the improv of with the cat, you know what I mean? Eagerly awaiting the DaVinci vid. Hell yeah. So I think we're gonna cut that right there. My only thing with this, I think that the pause is good. I think it's maybe a little bit too long, but we can also do something visually interesting with it if we did want to keep it this long. So for this sort of thing, a lot of times like the sort of answers on how to make something a little more visually interesting is like just super easy, simple stuff that doesn't require a lot of you know, timing and all that. Mr. Deep Fry, hello. How are you? So like he stumbles, and then if we wanted to keep it this length, so we do the position and scale, we set those keyframes right here. And then we're gonna end it right there. Pull this out a little bit. And we're going to have this real slow zoom all the way onto their face. You're new to stream. Lauv the Fox? Hello. I would love to know your favorite food, your favorite cute thing, and your pronouns. So then we just see what this looks like.
Maybe.
And then with the zoom out, it also makes it pretty funny.
Maybe a trebuchet.
And then honestly,
Maybe.
I'm gonna just say that I don't know if we even need this first maybe. You know what I mean? Like
Maybe a trebuchet. Maybe.
Ballista?
Maybe.
and then kind of the same sort of stuff. It's also thinking of zoom effect. Hell yeah. Because that kind of stuff is just like, and you know, if we really wanted to, like, I think, like, putting, like, the buffering, thing on his head, you know, that would be, like, a good thing. Hi, they, them, and love me a good pizza. Hell yeah, what's your favorite kind of pizza? You know, we could do that, honestly. What if we, wait, let's do that. Let's just add, we're not going to add a sound effect for it, but, buffering, transparent GIF. Oh, I still have a bean out here. I grabbed 2 beans. I only ate 1 bean. I think this is the one that I like. Let me, being careful, because I don't usually have my display capture up. Okay, so we're gonna put, where does this go? This goes here into an assets folder. Okay. This is gonna pop up hopefully over here. Yes. All right, beautiful. So let's, I'm gonna just make a bin. Assets. We're gonna drag this guy over. Nope. Was that the right spot? It was. Hell yeah. Wow. I love the buffering GIF. So use the slap to enunciate the zoom ins. Yeah, for in this instance, I think that works. But a lot of times, like, depending on what is happening, it could be any number of sound effects. Like, I'm a real big fan of the bamboo. Like, I have 4 different, I have this is the regular sound effect, but I have 3 other versions that are pitch shifted down. So, like, if we're doing a series of things or across the whole short, sometimes, like, it's like we start off with the first one, and then as things get more and more ridiculous, we, like, lower the pitch of it. And that's very funny to me. You're loving this stream. I'm so glad. I would love to do more of these. We're only one video in. Modern chat. Now, hello. Welcome. I realized yesterday that I always thought that your name was Modern Chatot, like the Pokemon, and only yesterday did I realize that that was incorrect. Is it Chout? Is that how you pronounce it? Hello. Okay, so I've undone the zoom because I'm gonna also, this is a good time to kind of show you about nesting and how cool nesting can be.
You have...
Oh, this isn't it. Oh. Did I undo the wrong thing? No. Here we go. Okay, so we're gonna undo all these keyframes right here. So it's chaos like that. Okay, hell yeah. Yeah, that's fine. We're gonna delete those keyframes. So we'll kind of like, so we're gonna position this where we want it to go. And then we can, if we hold down Alt and click and drag, it'll just make copies. So we're gonna kind of do this the whole way through. Sometimes you can copy and paste, but it often, I feel like they recently changed the rules on how copying and pasting like works, which is good. But I'm so used to the old rules that I don't typically copy and paste things anymore. I guess it'll keep it on the same layer, even if you have this turned off. It used to be that like whatever the lowest one of these that was checked in, it would paste it there, but I guess they've changed it, so I can get used to that. You can nest sequences and save them. You can put them in another project. Yeah, it'll just copy over all of the relevant files into the other project.
Maybe.
So yeah, so here's what we're gonna do. So now that we have this is set up. Oh, maybe it's not actually. Okay, well we're gonna do some like extreme nesting. I'm gonna copy the motion and paste it on here. We're gonna nest this guy first. We're going real deep into this first one. Star, hello. So now it's just one big thing. And that means that we can, since it just loops, that's okay. So now we can kind of like make sure that it stays centered on their head. We're going to do a real kind of slapdash job of it, but make another one there and there. We're not adjusting the scale, but I kind of always, I feel like sometimes later on I'm like, ooh, I did want to adjust the scale, and then I don't have a keyframe set for it. Boop, 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 boop. We'll kind of just leave it like that. Thinking. Keyframe. And then right it there. Whoa! Star with a gift sub to Wizard the Pig. Thank you so much. I enjoyed your stream yesterday. We're both doing informative ones. Okay, so now it should pretty loosely kind of follow it. If you want to get real crazy, you can track things in After Effects, but you know, I try to stay out of After Effects as much as possible. So now that this is set up like that, we're gonna just nest it all again. So now we're gonna nest this guy and the video clip, and we're gonna nest those. And the reason that we're doing that is now it's gonna be real simple. Once this pops up, we're gonna start this keyframe, and then we'll just put this near the end. Zoom in. I do my best to obey the rule of thirds here with like eye placement and things. And now it moves both things. So that is why nesting is like the best thing in the universe, because it saves you so much time. It's just a really easy way to do. The only thing that sucks about nested sequences is that like after I make like 1 million of them, they're their own sequences, right? So like they start to clutter up your project, but you can just hide them. You can just put them away. You can just sneak them. Oh yeah, lettuce! I love it. Thank you. Boom. Okay. So now
Maybe a trebuchet. Maybe.
Ballista.
Maybe.
Woo! So now we kind of have some more dead air here. And I like the idea that doesn't exist.
Maybe.
Ballista?
No ballista! Why do you need siege weapons?
So there's also this is another big point about shorts. I don't know how weighted this is anymore. It used to be for a very long time on TikTok, that like they have a few metrics, and I assume all of the other YouTube and Instagram reels and all that, I'm sure they follow the same kind of things. But one of those things is a video completion metric. Did they finish your whole video? And then there's also watch percentage, because they know most people aren't going to watch most videos, just across the board, regardless of how good or bad your content is. So once your video's over, end it, you know? So, we have this little bit of, it's not much, but it's a little bit of dead space.
Siege weapons.
We're just going to end it right here. We don't need these, you know, this is like half a second, something like that.
Why do you need siege weapons?
And then it just ends.
Ballista.
Ballista?
No ballista.
We're going to cut this part right until we get here. And now I'm going to zoom in. This one's going to be a little, I'm going to cheat a little bit. I have a preset for shakes in my effects thing. So if I type in shake here, I have a lot of different ones that I use like all the time. And I got those from Motion Array. But I'm sure there's like other places around that you can get similar presets like this, because they're just like somebody went in, made a bunch of changes, and like made a preset, and then they're, you know, getting rid of it. Desaturate the whole thing. Add a Sigma song in the background. Jackson, hello. So we're gonna add kind of like, we're gonna zoom in, and then the only thing about these is that like they don't like it if you they want a clean clip to work on, so I'll always just nest them so that you'll see like if I don't nest it, since I've zoomed it in, it's gonna like unzoom it because it's messing with the default position and rotation for this effect. So, but if we nest it, then that doesn't matter.
Why do you need siege weapons?
And so like this on its own isn't that's not shaky enough. So how about this?
Why do you need siege weapons?
Yeah, I think that's good. And I also see that he kind of goes out. So we're gonna track it so that when he moves over, we follow him inside the nest. You can still mess with the stuff inside the nest after you make it.
Why do you need siege weapons?
And then they never go out of frame, right?
Why do you need siege weapons?
And then I think to really sell this, we have a static sound effect. This is like the meme static. That thing, right? So we can kind of like do this. We're gonna kind of loop it a little bit so that I feel like this usually comes in a little too loud. So
No molesta. Why do you need siege weapons?
and now, so that didn't take us that long, right? To do all that. So let's go back to the original. Goonsling wanted a side-by-side, so here we go again. This is what we started with.
What do you mean I can't have heavy artillery?
Hold on, let me make it bigger.
What do you mean I can't have heavy artillery? Can I have my arms at least then?
You have arms. You have little kitty arms. You don't need big robot arms.
What about a trebuchet?
Maybe. Maybe a trebuchet. Maybe.
Ballista?
No ballista. Why do you need siege weapons?
And then we'll watch the one that I put together. Boom.
What do you mean I can't have heavy artillery? Can I have my arms at least then?
You have arms. You have little kitty arms.
It's like doubling up. Is that a me problem?
Then?
You have arms. You have little kitty arms. You don't need big robot arms.
What about a trebuchet?
Maybe a trebuchet. Maybe.
Ballista?
No ballista. Why do you need siege weapons?
So it's just a little snappier. We're kind of we're making it a little more visually dynamic with zooms and things and just kind of little visual effects. The only graphic we included was like this little the buffering thing, which I just found easy free. I know that exists because I re-download it all the time. But like, we didn't even get into anything about like, I don't know. We'll watch. We could insert like big robot arm, like a picture of a cat with big robot arms here. Like if we wanted to get real intense with it, you know what I mean? That was really good in my opinion, but your editing made it better. Thank you. So that's what I'm hoping we're gonna do this whole time. We're just gonna like, I'm gonna show you kind of quick and easy things that I would do to like just tighten up a lot of these. For the most part, I don't know that we'll workshop like all of them necessarily, like to such a full degree. But I don't know. We'll see. What kind of naming conventions to use for sound effects? I think so. It's just what I'm gonna remember. So for me, you'll see if I type in bamboo. So this is the I showed this a second ago. I use this all the time. It's so useful. but just so that I remember, I also have a lot of these other things that I've just named bamboo, because sometimes it doesn't matter what, oh, hydrate, I will. There's no visual right now. Something's wrong with the throw stuff, I don't know. So these are all different things, like some of these are, SpongeBob, but it's just like a lot of random sound effects that, like, maybe I just need a sound effect, it doesn't really matter what the sound effect is. And so I've named those bamboo. That's just for me, however. So this is just like a whole array of kind of pops and bangs and things. We have like sometimes like I just like putting a sound effect when we make a scene transition. There's a lot of this kind of thing. We have I have a bunch that are called NSFW, because, like, I think the intent of a lot of these sounds, and stay with me here, but the intent of a lot of these sounds is sort of like anime lewdness, you know what I mean? So we have things like, it's a lot of, like, this kind of sound effect. These, like, kind of wobbles and warbles. And they're just, like, nice sound effects that, like, that just work for so many different things. But I've named them this since that's a thing I can remember. A lot of these ones that are in folders are from, like, other sites. So we have all these different pops. You know, they're all very similar, but different enough. Doesn't want to play. It's too short. And the whooshes, of course. Just whatever you'll remember. We have a lot of Mario falling. Because the idea is, like, you don't want to have to be searching through all of these sounds. Because this is, like, a lot of crap, right? So, like, it's like, oh, okay, I know I have a Mario sound effect. We have Mario die. Mario coin. This bump I use all the time. It doesn't play them very well in this if they're real short. But you get the idea. Wobbly. I mean, you know what I mean. But that's what they're like for, right? The swim noise, you know, just all these things. So that's sort of a long answer on. I don't have any set way that I name them, except that it's just something that you're gonna remember easily. All right, so let's go to the next one. It's just a comfy signature sound. I use the same ones, like, all the time. Man, I have this jelly bean here, and it's just on my desk, and, like, I kind of want to eat it. But I know it's going to just be bad. It's going to be, odds are it's going to be yucky. That's right. All right, so, next we have, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this right, but this is from Sakura Masoki on TikTok. Eat the bean. I don't want to eat the bean. Jelly your belly.
So
we're gonna watch this one. This one's pretty interesting.
So some choices were made today on the Niji-sanji red carpet, and they are a strong choice. For all intents and purposes, I want to clarify that this outfit is not bad. The main problem is, though, with the styling. There is no clear goal on what this outfit is meant to express. The hoodie looks like a pajama, the jacket makes it streetwear, and I don't know what's up with those. I understand more or less what she's going for. The top is comfy vibes, you know, the kind of thing that you wear all day in your house, and then you slip on a jacket when you need to go to Walmart. Cowboy boots, however, don't really get along with that. There is not a lot to this outfit, so every detail counts. Instead, let's try some camel print Uggs and some black socks for the cold, and boom! What do you think?
So I like a lot about that one as well. I like how fast all these graphics come up. I like that it's like a whole story, and then we end on, you know, the finale, as it were, where they did a whole redesign of this VTuber's outfit, right? The things that I don't like so much are so there are some of these lines, some of the dialogue, I should say, is represented with captions, but not all of it. And then on top of that, there's a lot of
Purposes, I want to
a lot of text that's like additional. Well, hello, how are you? And so like, so it's a little confusing for me to follow along, because sometimes I'm following along with the spoken words, and then sometimes it's like a note to read that isn't the spoken words. Like, I feel like I always say that your shorts should always 100% of the time have captions on them, but if they're not gonna have captions, then like keep it consistent, I guess. With YouTube videos, the rules are different, where like you can put some captions on like key points, because the whole video is like 8 minutes long, and that's really more of a move to like retain your attention, than like because people are watching TikTok on the toilet, you know what I mean? So I think for me it's like having the captions just be on or off, and then not really having a lot of other text on the screen is like what I would be looking for. And then I think in a general sense, like that's the main thing for this one. Everything else I like a lot on this. I think maybe that I have the next one up for this same creator as well. So maybe we'll just watch the second one, because I have a critique on this one as well. I'm doing great well.
This is my entry to Iron Mouse's outfit design contest. Finding something that Mousy hasn't worn yet is like finding a career that Barbie has not majored in. Not impossible, but at some point you gotta start getting creative. Anyway, dealing with someone who has a closet as big as Barbara Millicent Roberts was intimidating, to say the least. All her models cover a wide range of styles, from punk rock to angelic to whatever this is. So I decided to take a different approach to Lolita fashion, to bring it back to its original inspo, Victorian and Rococo era ball gown dresses. I love to design and I went through hell doing this, but I am glad that I got the chance to do something for her.
So this is the same kind of thing. I like a lot about this. I like how snappy it is. I like the jokes. Pacing feels good. For me, the biggest issue with this is that I think that this is like having the speed art, the time lapse of the art in the background is like incredibly distracting for me. It's just like there's just too much happening on screen.
Outfit design contest.
With this moving around as much as it is. However, I think the very easy fix for this is like I can't really make it happen, but like, you know, say for example, like if we were to unlink these two clips, if we were able to do something like throughout the whole video, say if we're gonna shrink this guy down, I'm gonna add a crop filter to this. We're just gonna sort of pretend that like this would be the right aspect ratio, right? And so like if we had a speed art at either the top or the bottom the whole time, and then that's just going from start to finish throughout the, you know, the entire short.
This is my entry to Iron Mouse's outfit design contest.
Whatever. But you sort of get the idea, right? So like all of the jokes, all the gags are like happening kind of like in this bottom portion, or even like, you know, like if it was like from a regular 1920 by 1080, like a 9 by 16, it would probably be more like this. And then stuff's happening underneath. The Subway Surfer trick, yes. The slime, the sand cutting, all that good stuff. But it's not bullshit this time, you know what I mean? It's like, hey, I made all parts of this content. Here you go, a feast for the eyes. And I think that like that one simple adjustment would help this dramatically. And then, you know, if like something really needs to sell the joke, like this can cover up the whole screen for like a sec, you know what I mean?
Whatever this is.
Like I think that's very funny, right? But just having it in the background is so distracting for me.
Bring it back to its original inspo, Victorian and Rococo era ball.
Which is a shame, because it's like it's great art and it's like fun to watch. You know, speed stuff like this. So that is for these ones, like that's really kind of like the big adjustment that I would make. This one kind of less so, but it's still kind of got the same thing. There is the drawing in the background. But I think having it sort of be on the top or the bottom instead of behind is really like the main thing. This one's way less distracting because it's just a sketch. So it kind of it doesn't really like it feels like okay in this one. But those are my thoughts. Those are my thoughts on these ones. Okay. Any questions, class? Questions? Hey, you in the back? Questions? All right. So this one is from Erebus Bandit on TikTok. This has been rad so far. I'm so glad you're having a good time. It's been an hour almost. I can't believe it.
Jasper, I swear to God, if you ate my fucking mask again, I'm going to turn you into a damn dining room table. Where the hell is it? Nope. Not that. Let's see. Nope. Not that. Nope. That's a Dragon Ball. Oh, wait. Nope. Nope. That's the wrong kind of mask. Definitely don't want to wear that one. Get that out of here. Okay, wait. No, I found it. Found it. All right. They're going to be here any minute now. And, like, I can't afford to just, like, be late to my own debut, okay? That would not be a good look. They're going to be here any... Why the fuck are you here so early?
So this one again, this is gonna be an issue of like it's just stuff just drags too long, I think. Let's reveal in project. Let's just tighten this guy up. Because I think the joke is pretty solid. He's got a mimic that is his pet. So we're gonna start right at the beginning here.
Jasper, I swear to God, if you ate my fucking mask again, I'm going to turn you into a damn...
I don't know why. I feel like, I'm having, like, this doubling up issue. I think it's just because I'm streaming and recording. I think my computer is just powerful enough to mostly do all the things I'm asking it to do.
I'm going to turn you into a damn dining room table. Where the hell is it?
So, let's, we're kind of just gonna go around... Along the way.
Table.
I want to add a sound effect here, so we...
I do that.
I'm gonna make Adobe crash. No, don't do it. We got, so we have kind of like, these SpongeBob sound effects are good. There's kind of like blinking ones. Whoa! Star! Another gift sub! Hey, thank you. I appreciate that very much. Thank you, thank you. So, like, maybe something like this. For the eyes opening, just a sound effect to kind of capitalize on this.
Damn dining room table. Where the hell is it?
We can zoom in here, sell this bit a little bit. Where is it?
Where the hell is it? Nope.
And we can cut immediately to...
Nope. Not that.
Nope, not that. We don't need all this empty space. At all.
Where the hell is it? Nope.
A gift before I go. I appreciate you. Should I open it now? I'm just kidding.
Not that. Let's see. Nope. Not that.
Nope, not that.
Nope. That's a Dragon Ball.
I'm even gonna cut out these I think.
Nope. Not that. Let's see. Nope. Not that. Let's see. Nope. Nope. Not that. Nope. Not that. Nope. That's a Dragon Ball. Oh wait. Nope. Nope. That's the. Oh wait. Nope.
I'm gonna zoom in on this guy a little bit, even though there's nothing happening like visually on screen. But
oh wait. Nope. Nope. That's the wrong kind of mask. Definitely don't want to wear that one. Get that out of here. Okay, wait, no, I found it. Found it.
Oh!
Alright, they're...
Hataz with a raid. Thank you so much. Welcome, raiders. And Ov, thank you for the lurk. Otherwise, I make pickles with my mom. Pickles? I hope they're dill pickles and not sweet pickles. It's a crime against pickle manity.
We're gonna be here any minute now, and like I can't afford to just, like, be late to my own debut, okay? That would not be a good look. They're gonna be here any... Why the fuck are you... Be here any...
I would like to zoom in on this sound effect also. I feel like that is funny. Zoom ins can just, I don't know, they just make things funny. I get amazing dill pickles from the farmer's market. Hell yeah, I want that. I want that. We have olives at our farmer's market.
Okay, that would not be a good look. They're gonna be here any...
And then, honestly...
They're gonna be here any...
Cutting out this...
You, okay? That would not be a good look. They're gonna be here any...
Cutting out this little gap, I think, also improves
good look.
the...
They're gonna be here any... They're gonna be here any...
Like, that's like a little bit funnier. And then we save the look around.
Why the fuck are you here so early?
Why are you here so early? But we're... Same as the last one, we're gonna... Once the dialogue is over...
Fuck are you here so early?
It's the moment that word is done, the video's over. You got honey from a local beekeeper. Ooh, you make mead? Man, there's that mead maker on TikTok, and they do a very, 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 very good job of making you want to make your own mead. And I'll just think about it. I'll be like, what if I made my own mead? That would be fun. I could get into that, knowing full well that, like, literally I never will do that. But I'm like, I could pretend that maybe I would someday. Okay. So this is another real slapdash job. But just trimming this, I think. Let's
Jasper, I
see.
swear to God, if you ate my fucking mask...
I will also say, just for what it's worth, the text is, like, not 100% here. There's, like, not all words are represented, so that's one thing. But the color on this text is a little hard to read. Like, this is... Even if I make this big for you guys, like, this isn't, like, the easiest thing to read in the world. You can add a stroke to, if we go over to the graphics tab. Have you seen the roll for sandwich guy? I'm not sure. I don't know. On TikTok? Let's make it like a nice... Well, let's make it like a thing. Actually, no, we'll make it... We'll make it like a font that's not the easiest to read. Let's actually just make this narrow. Just so I can kind of show you guys. So, this isn't like... usually you want like a kind of a thick font. Like, the font they chose is very good. But if we fill it with white and stroke it with black... we can kind of... We'll pull this out a little bit. So that's pretty good, but if you wanted to fill in... I sort of advise against this, right? Because that's kind of hard to read. Oh, that looks weird. Why does that look so weird? I don't know. But you can add more strokes. I'm not sure why that's happening, but... you can add additional strokes. Oh, in theory. What's happening? Is it not working? Oh. I need to... It's so silly. You need to, like, highlight... I forget sometimes. You need to highlight the text when you're doing stuff like this. Otherwise, it's like, I don't know what you wanted. What did you want? Are you sure that's what you wanted? Why is it like this? It's a little better. But then that's now... Just adding this white around it makes it significantly easier to read, even if the text inside is like very dark. It's like if we raise this up, do this like this, you know, like one of these two things you can read a lot better, even though this is like almost impossible to read even still. But it's improved a little bit. I would, for this reason, like I would always advise making the inside text a light color. So light, then black, light, then dark, and then maybe another light on the outside. One of my favorite content creators. Oh! Just bad internet? Okay. We did that for our D&D potluck. Yeah, I guess not. What? You guys have to show me in the Discord. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, did I not post it? Is this broken too? There must be a Twitch key issue. Oh, that's annoying. That's probably why nothing's working. All these things aren't working. That's too bad. That's unfortunate. Oh, oops. That's fine. Yeah, the Twitch chat. I don't know why. I got Adobe, but I got no clue of my skill level. You just gotta keep going, and then it'll just become large. You know what I mean? So we'll get rid of this text though. And let's see what we got now. We'll go back to the.
Jasper, I swear to God, if you ate my fucking mask again, I'm going to turn you into a damn dining room table. Where the hell is it? Nope. Not that. Nope. Not that. Nope, that's a Dragon Ball. Oh, wait. Nope. Nope, that's the wrong kind of mask.
Oh! Infinity Gamer with the raid. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream? How did things go? Oh my goodness. We're doing a video editing workshop today, and I'm having a blast, let me tell you. I think I also want to add like a bamboo here.
Oh wait, nope, that's the wrong. Oh wait.
So like if we kind of have like some sort of like I'm just gonna say like a coin. Like I use this coin a lot too. Oh, another raid. Kiara Kiru. Hey, thank you for the raid and welcome raiders. My name's Comfy Catboy. We're doing a video editing workshop today. If you're interested in editing your own shorts, we're tooling up a lot of shorts that people have submitted. We're kind of tightening things up. Thank you for the follow, Barbecue Master 187. There's a Blink 187 joke. No, there's Blink 182. Uh-oh. I've embarrassed myself on the internet. Toby, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Mew crew. Oh no. Hello, fellow kids. How are you doing, fellow kids? Mia, hello. Alright, so I guess for the raiders, yeah, we'll see. We'll rewatch the original and then kind of see the tooling that we just did. Ba-boom. So this is the original.
Jasper, I swear to God, if you ate my fucking mask again, I'm going to turn you into a damn dining room table. Where the hell is it? Nope. Not that. Let's see. Nope. Not that. Nope, that's a Dragon Ball. Oh, wait. Nope, that's the wrong kind of mask. Definitely don't want to wear that one. Get that out of here. Okay, wait, no, I found it. Found it. Alright, they're gonna be here any minute now. And, like, I can't afford to just, like, be late to my own debut, okay? That would not be a good look. They're gonna be here any... Why the fuck are you here so early?
It might have been a JoJo reference. I'm not so well informed on JoJo, unfortunately. I watched, like, 3.5 seasons. Alright, and then this is the retooled version.
Jasper, I swear to God, if you ate my fucking mask again, I'm going to turn you into a damn dining room table. Where the hell is it? Nope. Not that. Nope. Not that. Nope, that's a Dragon Ball. Oh, wait. Nope, that's the wrong kind of mask. Definitely don't want to wear that one. Get that out of here. Okay, wait, no, I found it. Found it. Alright, they're gonna be here any minute now. And, like, I can't afford to just, like, be late to my own debut, okay? That would not be a good look. They're gonna be here any... Why the fuck are you here so early?
So it's just real easy, simple things that we can do to kind of tighten these up, right? I think there's a lot, you know, we could get a little wilder with this one, like adding more zooms, even tightening it up more, but you kind of get the idea. No Blink 182, no JoJo. It's just all the small things, am I right, gamers? It's just furiously looks up song title list. It's just it's just like Jack and Sally, right, guys? It's wild how little things make a big difference. That I agree. It's like a lot of times like things are just like so close, but the amount, like the how do I say, the caliber of way that they are like not quite there yet makes a larger difference than like it should. It's just what's my age again? Hello, fellow kids. All right, so we have 2 from Burrow. If they're still here, they're up next. All right, so let's watch this. Or wait. Nope, no text graphics, please.
Look at them all. Look at them all. They're all so angry. They're all in a tiny little pack and they're so mad. Ah! If I hit one, will they all explode? Nice. What you gonna do about it, huh? What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Okay. So I think this one has a lot of good things going for it. Nice. Nice. I think,
Look at them all. Look at them all. They're all so angry.
so I know that I think this one and the next one are both Monster Hunter themed. This one I kind of thought about for a minute on how I might sort of like improve it. I think that it's, well, as a Monster Hunter, hey, that's good. I've tried to play Monster Hunter so many times, and I've had to just admit defeat that it's just not the game for me. You know what I mean? So many people like it. I felt that way about the show Mad Men when that was out. I was like, so many people like this show, and I just don't care. I just don't get it. I just don't know. I had like some fun with Rise, but
Look at them.
so this one, like, I think in this very beginning, like, I think the struggle that you were probably dealing with is that, like, they weren't, these little guys, whatever these little guys are, like, weren't on your screen in a great way, so,
Look at them all.
you know, you're trying to, like, capture them as much as possible, but since this is the very beginning of the short, this is sort of the most crucial part, the most critical part of the whole thing. Because if people get bored in the first 3 seconds, they're gonna swipe away. So if people don't like know what they're in for, then it becomes sort of rough. I don't know kind of what footage you might have had that could have cheated this. Like maybe if you had like a clear shot of them like later on. Honestly, like it's the kind of thing where like maybe we just start the short here.
Look at them all. They're all so angry.
A big old head was covering them. Marthamer, hello, how are you? So I also think, and this is just a personal preference thing, I like inserts, but sometimes for shorts, like the insert has to be pretty quick. This goes on just a touch too long for me. Like, I feel like we could end it right here, and it'll have the same effect. And I might mess around with that for, let's see.
So angry. They're all so angry.
And then we want to get out of here, like, we want to cut right to this.
Look at them all. They're all so angry. They're all in a...
So I maybe it's just me, but I love, my favorite kind of humor is when things cut off too early, you know what I mean? So like,
Them all. They're all so angry. They're all in a tiny little pack and they're so mad. Ah! Mad.
and then we're gonna cut straight to, I know the music's not gonna match up at this point, but we kind of
And
like,
they're so mad. Ah!
ah. I have an idea here. I think if this is already funny, right? Like you're just like being like a cute little Angie. I was worried the angry German clip was too long. It's like I feel like my rule of thumb for just anything, even just like regular trimming or anything like that, it's like, does this work if I take it out? Let me try it, and then if it does, if it still makes sense, if it works, then just get rid of it. You don't need it. You know what I mean? It's just like, hey, you know, a lot of times with scripts on shorts, it's like maybe they might be, I might get them and they're a little long, and so I have to decide like what can I remove from this, and the whole short still makes sense, and then you know you just chip away from there. But I think the same thing holds true for like the gags and things. It's like, hey, how long does this need to be? Like, could it be shorter? Like, I just want to get the point across. I think I want to like. Let's I think this might not end up being as funny as I think it's gonna be. I feel like if we zoom in for these like animal noise bits, and then just yeah, so and then we come back and then it's like, nope, I'm not done. I'm making more noises.
If I hit one, will they all explode?
I did a subathon. It took me months to do. 7 hours of clips. Oh my gosh, that's a lot.
What you gonna
That's
do
a
about
lot.
it, huh? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Oh, okay. What you gonna do?
And then I think the end here, it's just like,
What you gonna do?
because they're coming at you here, right?
What you
Like
gonna do?
you just got attacked,
Oh, okay.
and then we just get out. Like,
What you gonna do? Oh, okay.
and then I think
Nice. What you gonna do about it?
let's get in right here at the whatcha. And then I think that this is very good. I like this effect. Love check. Kraken crew captain. It's a hard name to say. I love you. So I think if we cut it off a little early. Ludicrous Limes, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Mew crew. Oh! I watched back in the VOD. Hell yeah! I didn't know you could do that. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm going to be posting this
Thank you so
VOD.
much for the review.
Oh.
I watched back in the VOD and saw mine. I am armed with new knowledge, Pren Cat.
Hell yeah. Friend cat. What is that? Oh, Pren cat. Oh. Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm so glad to be of help. And yeah, I am going to be posting the full VOD on my VOD channel of this, but I'm looking to probably edit this down for the editing channel. So all of those, oh, I forgot that this isn't how this works anymore. That'll work though. All of those are right there. My buttons on my thing don't work, but Coffee's Giga Chad. What Giga Chad? I'm just kidding. Editception. I'm glad you're all having a good time, because I'm having a blast. This is fun. I love this.
What you gonna do about it, huh? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Oh, okay.
And then honestly, I think for this with this sound effect too, we can do a couple last things. We can zoom in. We don't have, this is a very, very short little bit, so we're not going to zoom in like a lot. But we're going to do this. And then we're also going to, I don't know that I need to do this. I'm going to nest it though, just to make sure. We're going to do a warp wave, or a wave warp, excuse me. And we're going to pop this on. That's going to be like way too much. Since it's the full clip, a lot of times I'll do this on text and things. But we can pin this, first of all, to all edges so that we don't have this, these like black spots at the top. If I redo that, then it gets rid of them. And then the warp, the width is always like really short, but if you kind of pull that out, then it's like you get something like this. It's kind of hard to see, but it does kind of, you can't see the movement too much, but like you can see it on the model. So many things I can use to improve already. I'm so glad. Oh my goodness. But after that, when you edit the edit of the VOD you make after this, how meta can you get? Oh my god. That's what you get your sounds from. A lot of them are from paid sites like Motion Array, and a lot of them are I've just cultivated from YouTube over time. I think if you're doing a lot of these, you want to kind of cultivate like the sound effects that you use and make sure that they're all named a way that you're going to remember. I get a lot of questions about the sound effects. I feel like that could be its own video. You know what I mean? Okay, so we're going to do the thing now. We're going to go back and look. I edited it in here. So, oh no. Let's, No. Okay. We're gonna pull this all away. What? Come on, baby. Okay. So we'll watch these just back to back. So.
Look at them all. Look at them all. They're all so angry. They're all in a tiny little pack and they're so mad.
Headstigator, thank you for the raid. Welcome to my channel. We're doing a video editing workshop. Hello.
If I hit one, will they all explode?
It's me.
Nice. What you gonna do about it, huh? What you gonna do? Okay.
Okay, so that was the original Sammy the Bear 24/7 all the time. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Mew crew. Kenstigator, it's me. Hello. Okay, so then this is the one that we've tightened up a little bit.
Look at them all. They're all so angry. They're all in a tiny little pack and they're so mad. If I hit one, will they all explode? What you gonna do about it, huh? What you gonna do? Okay.
It just finished 300 follower. Yo, congratulations. Hell yeah. So that's that's the story Wishbone on that one. I feel like, you know, again, as I'm saying at the end of all of these, like we're not doing like extensive changes to these. This is all pretty easy stuff, you know what I mean? It's like, well, I say easy. It's not easy, but just like stuff that isn't like difficult to do or time consuming or anything like that. The pause. I like those. Hell yeah. All right, the next one is also, this one's a lot shorter. Let's check this guy out.
Everyone I know who plays Instagram is just like always in the air. Did I just say Instagram instead of Instaclave? Did I really just fucking say that?
So that's a short little one, again, tied into the Monster Hunter thing. This one's like very good and funny already, and it doesn't require...
Everyone I know who plays Instagram is just like always in the air.
Like a small tightening up here. No, this could actually be, instead of a tightening up, I think that this could like So one of my favorite GIFs. Hold on. What is it? It's the this guy. Can I find the meme of it? Can I find the GIF of it, please? GIF? GIF? Yeah, okay. So so I'm gonna pop this guy in. And you can just drag and drop things on the timeline if you want. It'll get messy up here, but like that's fine. So this is just a small little GIF of like this guy. This GIF. This is one of my favorite.
Always in the air.
Huh? What? So if we kind of cut that there's this small gap where not a lot is being said here. For a few short moments.
In the air. Is in the air.
So it could be this sort of a thing. It doesn't need to be so big like this necessarily, but just so that it shows up. Oh shoot. Just so that it kind of shows up a little bit. It might make more sense just to cover your face with it. It's not like a good off to the side place, so I think this just having it like dead center makes a little more sense.
In the air. It's always in the air.
And then everybody that understands, you know, like the Monster Hunter stuff is just like along for the ride with this GIF. They're like, what?
Always in the air. Did I just say
And then, oh shoot. And then same thing here. It's like you don't need the gap here. Maybe there.
Did I just say Instagram?
And same deal, like I'm throwing this bamboo. I'm gonna write this bamboo sound effect in my will, you know what I mean?
Did I just say Instagram instead of Instaclave? Did I really just fucking say that?
And then, you know, last but not least, like the captions don't run out to the end here, but you know, that's easy to fix. As I mentioned before, I feel like it's 100% captions or 0%, but always 100%. Would it be a mistake for it to just cover the whole screen? It wouldn't be. Like, you could do like a, I think in that instance, it would be more of an insert. And you'd want to make sure that you have like sound effects. Like, we're kind of like, it's in and out so fast. This is this 60, this is only a 30 frames sequence, but it's up there for like just over a third of a second. So Matthias with the follow, thank you so much. Welcome to the Mew crew. If you did want to do something like that, I would suggest that we, oh, I guess I have this actually off by a frame.
Always in the air. It's in the air.
So like if we wanted to do something like this, we would not select those things. Make a backup. I'm gonna disable the video portion of this. Or no. We're just gonna cut this. What am I talking about? We're gonna get that out of there. We're gonna push that over, pull that back in. This back one, we're gonna make it the full size of the screen. And then I have a preset that I made myself that's just like a low opacity blur. There's a lot of ways you could do this, but it's basically like a 50% opacity so that the background like is more dark. And a big old blur of what's back there, so that things, it kind of like whatever clip I want to use, and I use this all the time. So especially in shorts, because you'll get like regular 1920 by 1080 clips that like need to be inserted here, and sometimes like you can't just zoom in to get all the different sides, so I have to like cheat it. So I'll zoom it out so that you can see a lot more of it in this section, but then I don't want just a bunch of black on the top and the bottom, so we have this thing in the background. So now for this one, if this is what we were doing, we would just like have a little slow zoom. And then I'm gonna actually now change this. So we're gonna make this bamboo 1, and then we're gonna change this one now to be bamboo 2. So you'll see
Is in the air. Did I just say Instagram?
So then it's like, you know, pitch 1, pitch 2. They feel connected.
Always in the air.
And then if we wanted to get like, I feel like we could honestly get a lot crazier with this zoom.
In the air.
Yeah,
In the
that's
air.
good.
In the air.
And maybe this is even too long. Maybe this is too long.
Always in the air.
Oh, that's
Is in the air.
yeah,
Is
okay.
in the air.
I like that. I think that's pretty good.
Did I just say Instagram instead of Instaclave? Did I really just fucking say that? Just fucking say that?
And then I think I hear somebody saying like you suck at the end. But it's not highlighted here. And I don't know who that is, right? We're introducing a new person like at the very, very end of the thing. So I think just like a quick zoom.
Say that?
Maybe we can do a little J cut action here.
Say that?
Maybe even like a little shake. Maybe like a little one. A little shake, just like a little shake. Yeah, just like a little. It's barely noticeable, but. It's a sound redeem? Wait, which one? Whomst? Did I miss a piece of? Yeah, the bamboo. So the bamboo's like a. You just find that on YouTube. Oh, the you suck is? Oh, okay. I got you.
Did I really just fucking say that?
Okay, but that's kind of what I would do with that one. And I did the thing again where I didn't make a copy first. So let's move this over and we'll watch these side by side.
Everyone I know who plays Instagram is just like always in the air. Did I just say Instagram instead of Instaclave? Did I really just fucking say that? Everyone I know.
All right, and then this is the tooled up one.
Everyone I know who plays Instagram is just like always in the air. Did I just say Instagram instead of Instaclave? Did I really just fucking say that?
So there we go. There we have it, baby. So what do we got next? Okay. This one. Let's watch this one. I think this was another one that just like the trimming. You like the zoom at the end? Hell yeah. I feel like simple things like that you can get so silly with, like a zoom or just a way too close up. Like even if we wanted to get like even like more ridiculous, you know, like if we I'll just re-nest this. And you can go in here and like unlock uniform scale. And then like if you wanted to, you know what I mean? Like you can get real silly with it if you just want to like have a silly face or like you know, a lot of times we do the Markiplier effect. You add a spherize. This is more for like you know, if like I use this a lot if like we're bullying the streamer and it's like, oh, they're doing a dumb thing, like that kind of, they said a dumb thing. So this sort of thing, big brain, you know, like whatever, you know what I mean, stuff like this. Markiplier is where I got the idea for that. Hell yeah. I don't know. Probably this effect was used before, but all I ever see, I feel like the earliest instance of this is that Markiplier meme. All right, so this is from the Meg Mallow on TikTok. We're gonna check this out.
Brother, it's impossible to get bullied by someone that isn't tall enough to touch my knees without jumping. Hello? Hello? I'm
Small baby.
speechless. What the fuck?
A small baby. Little baby.
I'm not. No, fuck you. I'm not.
Oh my god.
I'm not short.
All right, so I think the thing with this one, the main thing, is that like they have a fun little banter after this whole thing, but this whole thing is the beginning of the video, and it takes like 6 seconds to move or see anything different. Megan cute. Hell yeah. So I think that they've done a good job here of like trying to highlight like what that it's a chat message, right? But I think in this and then they move over like, hey, it's all part of the same scene. But I think that a better way to do that, in my humble opinion, would be to make the copy of it first this time. Is to do something like this. We're gonna kind of cheat this. But basically, like to have this kind of a thing. So we can. There's a few ways you can kind of do this. If you wanted to just crop the top off, and then you kind of have it moving down here. So you have something to look at, something that's moving, something that's happening. While
Brother, it's impossible to get bullied by someone that isn't tall enough to touch my knees without jumping.
so you see what I mean? Like this is like now there's something happening. We see that it's a VTuber thing. Even though the text is here on screen, it's like real little. So I would still suggest like captioning this part, like if you lowered this like a little bit. And then on the top here, you can even if we put a Lumetri color filter on here. Whoa! Silver Lightning, Sakura. Thank you both for the follows. Welcome to the Mew Crew. Hope you're having a lovely day. So with with most effects, not any effects. With most effects, what did I miss? Yo, we are going for it, baby. I think you sent some in. Am I correct? I've lost track. Yeah. We reviewed some of yours earlier. I'm sorry that if you're just getting here. But I'm gonna be uploading this VOD to my YouTube channels. But oh my goodness. Okay, so or any for most effects that are like full screen kind of things, you have the option to create a mask on it. So you can create the round mask or a 4-point mask. They're both effectively the same as far as like what like they can do. We're gonna actually they're just kind of starter points. So you can move them around, and right now it doesn't look like they're like doing a lot, you know. But that is because we haven't done anything to the effect yet. Nope. Let's nope. What have I done? There we go. I've selected points. All right, here we go. So we're gonna kind of box that in, and now on the Lumetri color, we're gonna lower the exposure quite a bit. And so now you might be thinking, heck, that's incorrect. But you can invert the mask. So it's like you can have everything inside the mask or outside the mask be affected. So, if you wanted to do something like this, you could certainly do that. So it's like, hey,
Brother.
like this is the part of the chat that we're focusing on. You can also add like keyframes to these. So if I wanted the mask path there, but I didn't want it to start there, you know what I mean? I can go back to the beginning. We can stretch this out a little bit. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're gonna actually just click on the thing that says mask 1. We'll pull this up, and then you can kind of just like stretch it out from here, and then in these 4 frames it'll zoom in, and that's kind of slapdash. Doesn't look like that good because there's like, you can see like this is crooked, but you know what I mean. Speaking of VODs, which YouTube channel will you be uploading these to? So I have a VOD channel. Hey, you're welcome, Sakura. I have a VOD channel for just like all stream VODs. So this will be going up there first. I'll have that up. That'll be by like noonish tomorrow. I'm gonna see what I can do about having a chopped down version for the editing channel itself. I'm not 100% sure what that's gonna like look like just yet, but the VOD channel for sure, and then the editing channel are the 2 you're gonna want to look at. Okay, all right. So that's the kind of thing you can do. You can also, if you wanted to do a different kind of thing, let's just undo all that. You can just do an opacity one, and just kind of get the whole thing in there. This probably would be a little better with the other kind, but that's okay. And then if we put that on top, and then we like undo the crop here, this could easily just be the kind of thing where it's like, hey, the chat's here, you know, but like, this is the here's the moneymaker, the VTuber model kind of a thing. I don't think you always need to start with your model or anything, but if your short starts and there's sort of like no movement, nothing happening, if we're just looking at a static screen for a little bit, people will just swipe away. You know, they how do I say? Like, people don't want to risk spending the time on something that like they don't know if it's going to be funny. So if they're not hooked like immediately, I know it's like it almost sounds cliche to say at this point, but like you got to hook them in the first like 5 seconds max. If your 5 seconds aren't like engaging, then people are going to, you know, not want to show up. Can you stop the mask from getting crooked? So if we make this one's already kind of a lost cause, but if we we'll get rid of that. If I make this one, you can, once you click and you hold shift, shift will kind of keep you going in only one direction. So it's really, I don't know a good way to keep them like perfectly even, but this will keep them, you can like really kind of eyeball these a lot better if you know that they're straight in one of the directions. And you got to click it after. Hello. Algorithms put the hook time at 2.7. Yeah, it's something like that. Though I feel like a lot of times like algorithms get sort of a bad rap as being the be all end all. But algorithms can't work with like your videos have to kind of like be meeting a lot of these marks before the algorithm can even like think about it. So like, and even if your video's good, sometimes like it just isn't gonna like go anywhere, and there's just and that is the algorithm's fault. But don't be disheartened because if you're making good videos, like they will get pushed out. And you just want to stack the deck in your favor, basically. So this one in particular, the other than that, it's mostly just trimming. So I don't think we're probably not going to go through the whole process on this one. But I think this beginning sort of piece, it's like you have something like this, or you can just like have, you know, the chat, because sometimes like this isn't like this isn't really that nice to look at. So like honestly, like it might be the kind of thing where you'd want to just like maybe you have this up, But you could just, you know, type in the text and just put, like, chat first and then say, hi, hello. What did chat say? Hi, hello. Hi, hello, I'm chat. You know, maybe chat's in a different color, etc., etc. So that's kind of like my big tip on that. We have the next one comes from Camilla VT over on YouTube. Let's see.
Tips. Tips and tricks to sound cute when you're Pedro Pascal. Just add ooh at the end, but make sure you do a really cutesy high voice, like ooh ooh.
So that's pretty good. But again, we're gonna do some zooms and stuff here.
Tips.
So we're gonna trim same as we've been doing. We're gonna kind of cut the beginning off. We have what's this? 5. We have 7 frames of like nothing before the text shows up.
Tips and tricks to sound cute when you're Pedro Pascal. Just
cut out this dead air and the breathing.
Just add ooh at the end. Pedro Pascal. Just add ooh at the end, but make sure you do it really. Just add ooh at the end.
Cut out here.
But make sure you do a really cutesy high voice, like.
We'll leave that. So I think
Pedro when you're
So since this is a joke about our Lord and Savior Pedro Pascal, we're going to, I feel like, just a real quick zoom in to his little prop face here. And then not the regular bamboo hit, but something like maybe like this. Like just sort of a noise like to punch in.
To sound cute when you're Pedro Pascal. Just add
And really like we don't this isn't necessary, right? But I think masking it makes it feel, or tracking it, I should say,
just
makes it feel a little
sound
nicer.
cute when you're Pedro Pascal. Just
we're gonna J cut over here, so we're gonna overlap these two pieces maybe by about 3 frames.
Pedro Pascal. Just add ooh.
Yeah, if it sounds fine, like after you've overlapped it, then you've done a good job. If you know, if the words are like actually overlapping, kind of like this will be.
Pedro Pascal. Just add.
Like that's obviously too much, but you can get away with maybe as many as like five frames depending on the kinds of words. S sounds at the end really allow you a lot of leeway in this sort of thing when you're making J cuts and L cuts. Like H sounds that kind of like hang a little bit are really good to do this sort of thing with. And then you save a time, and it's like it's such a small thing, but it makes a world of difference, like saving this amount of time.
Pascal. Just add ooh at the end, but make sure you do a really cutesy high voice, like
just
add ooh at the end.
Let's punch this guy into
Pascal. Just add ooh at the end, but make sure you do it.
And then like maybe, so I use this wow sound effect all the time. We're talking about cutesy stuff. We're talking about, you know, anime kawaii. We can add like a wow sound effect.
Add ooh at the end.
This might be a little loud for that by 4.5.
Just add ooh at the end, but make sure you do a really cutesy high voice, like.
And then we're gonna do like a zoom here. Real short zoom. Keeping the eyes kind of here-ish. Like framing is really important in this sort of way. I come from a film background, so I'm always thinking about things like the on-screen composition, things like that. Honestly, maybe even just a little higher. That's something like that. And then we're gonna add a whoosh, whoosh, baby. Boop, 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 boop. we're gonna put that right at the start here.
Cutesy high voice, like, boo woo.
And then the cool thing, here's a little cheat I'm gonna teach you all also. A lot of times if you're doing a zoom like this, you can get away with a lot. I can cover up this this kind of dead air here by we're gonna towards all these things, and we're gonna see what this looks like.
Cutesy high voice, like, boo woo.
So because we're now zooming in, it's like basically impossible to tell when you're watching it like that we've made a cut at all, because it's close enough, you know.
High voice, like, boo woo. High voice, like, boo woo.
And then yeah, I think that's pretty short and sweet for this one.
Tips and tricks to sound cute when you're Pedro Pascal. Just add ooh at the end, but make sure you do a really cutesy high voice, like, boo woo.
I feel like there's some sort of sound effect or something that we could use to kind of punch in, because this is the punchline of the bit, right? So there's probably some sort of sound effect we could put here as well, but there's some sort of extra kind of thing to really hammer in this joke. But I think that's sort of like, it's a little up to your interpretation. I've had a tea. Are you proud of me? Okay. All right. So next up we have, yeah, like 4 from Clara. Now Clara gave me a bunch. She gave me some that she was like, yeah, these ones are doing numbers, and ones that she felt were like lacking. Quick question. I saw that you told me the Subway Surfer trick. What should I fill the rest of the screen with? So I think that the rest of the for your one, if we go back, we'll go back. So I would say like I like everything else about your short. So like if you're able to kind of like confine all of this stuff to the kind of bottom portion here, and then if there's a speed paint in like the top quadrant or the bottom quadrant, wherever, right? And then everything else like this is happening kind of like above or below that. Save for like if you're doing, you know, these full insert gags. I think this would still be funny as a full screen joke. You know what I mean? But how to say, like, the Subway Surfer trick, you gotta wait, can I let me see. Subway Surfer TikTok. It's I'm gonna like mute this, but like this is the, I'm gonna try and mute this anyway. If I bring this guy over here, you can see like, okay, it's a Family Guy clip, and that's what you want to watch, but it's also a sand pressing video and also Subway Surfer, and that's like way too much. But R2D2, the R2D2, hello, welcome. That is the Subway Surfer trick, but just like you know, you have this cool thing that you've made, and I think showing it off in its entirety would just be like better just anyway. But then it also you know, isn't sort of as distracting in the background. Should I be concerned? I don't know. Hello though. Welcome. Okay. So where was I? Oh, we were gonna start on Clara's. Okay. Oh, is that Cozy? Does Cozy have a beverage for me?
Maybe.
Ah.
Dunk.
Oh, thank you. This is enormous. Is this always this is a wild looking cup.
They got new cups.
Ooh, thank you. She got me a smoothie.
Hello, Av.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hello, chat. I have so much fun with the workshop. You doing a learn?
Everybody's learning.
Oh, I'm learning. We're learning.
We're learning.
We're learning. Hello, R2D.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
I have a smoothie now, everybody. I'm so happy.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, it's thick. It's thick like molasses. What I mean is, should I keep it a black screen? You could probably find some sort of like background video. Like let's see what YouTube has. If we just searched like background video, no copyright. You can find stuff like this. These are all real long though. Well, in any case, this will give the idea anyway. There are, oh, this is not that long. This is a video that kind of looks like this. What I might do is I might like rip this from YouTube, and then you can like kind of like put it behind your visuals, and then like make it real blurry, so that there's something visually interesting happening behind your videos, but it's not like distracting, you know what I mean? But it also is something. Like I'll do that a lot, like if sometimes just having the blur of whatever clip I'm highlighting does a good enough job, but like in your case, like I would say something like that would sort of make sense. Yeah, something like that, but then like, you know, you don't want to draw attention to the background, so like, you know, blurring it would be the thing that I would suggest doing. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right, we're gonna look at this one from Clara. This one was a top performer, I think, for her.
Oh, it's a chicken. Oh, it's a baby chicken. Welcome to the world. Time to learn fast is not a kind world. Wham!
In and out, easy. So I think Clara does a lot of good things here. I think sometimes people fall into the trap of this opening screen has to have, yes, officer, this short here. I think some people fall into the trap of like, hey, my opening screen has to have me and what's happening in there. But I think a lot of times that, depending on what the content is, that's sort of doing you a disservice, right?
Oh, it's a chicken.
Like, enough is happening here.
It's a chicken.
And this beginning section, before we make a cut, is only... It's just under 2 seconds, so, like, that's great.
Oh, it's a chicken. It's a baby chicken. Welcome to the world. Time to learn fast is not a kind world. Wham!
Yeah, this one, there's not really a lot. I mean, just very loose tightening up here.
It's a baby chicken.
But I like the use of like, hey, we just cut over here for like, not even for like this is what? This is literally like 9 frames.
It's a baby chicken. Welcome to the world.
Like, if you want, this short's already so short as it is. I think it's only 7 seconds, but like, if you wanted to, you could cut out this like very, very slightly.
Welcome to the world. Time to learn.
I don't know why I did that.
Welcome to the world. Time to learn fast is not a kind world.
So that one's like already pretty straightforward. Just the most minor of things. Minute I died. Hello, we're gonna start on yours. Now, because I have 4 of the ones you sent. I don't think that was all of them, but this is a big old smoothie. Thinking 2 separate images by quick cutting. Yeah. Oh yeah, totally. I think I had more to say about I included so many of yours because each of them had like one small thing I wanted to highlight, but now at this point I don't remember kind of what they were, so I'm rewatching them and figuring it out. All right. Oh yeah. Okay.
I'm so sorry. It's flying above me. Oh, I hate it. If it lands on my face, I'm gonna lose it.
So this one, Clara gave me the context of like, so that was the whole short, but I guess the what happened was that like a bug flew in. So I think that in this case, what we're gonna do is we're gonna cheat it. We're gonna do we're gonna add a bee in here. And so what I want to make this really sell it is I want the bee to be very cute. I want it to be an extremely cute little bee. Because for me, the juxtaposition of Clara being terrified of like this extremely cute little bee. Look at this bee I found. Look at that little guy. I just found that just now. So, okay. The Minecraft bee is cute, but like... Okay, so I think we're gonna pull this away for a sec.
I'm so sorry.
And then I don't know what specifically is happening in the beginning part of this.
I'm so sorry.
So this is where we put our thinking caps on a little bit. He's so happy. I'm gonna just go ahead and make cuts every time that Clara has made a cut, just for my, because they happen so fast, which is good. These are good. I like these. So I think... So how about this? I think we're gonna kind of juxtapose. You like my model's eyes? Thank you. Let's also find... I'm gonna just find a picture of ceiling. And then we're gonna kind of like... We're gonna kind of like cheat it. Like this isn't gonna make, you know, you'd probably spend a little more time finding a nice picture. But we're just gonna find this cheapy little guy. So we have this very, very small picture of a ceiling. I'm gonna blow it up real crazy. This is a Shutterstock thing. So it's very low res, but the point of this is that, like, the bee's up in the and I think what would improve this short significantly is if we kind of, like, we're gonna cut all these up, baby. We're gonna get rid of here, here, and here. And... Okay, so let's put the bee where I think the bee should go. And we're going to nest the bee. I want the bee to be shaking. So we're going to type in the shake. This I know what these shakes... I've used enough of these that I kind of know what sort of shaking they do. So now we can, like, nest this... And then I did this, but we're actually going to overwrite what I've done. And so now, every time we come to the bee, we're going to zoom it in a little bit more. And then for this part... Maybe for this part. We could kind of, like... keyframe the bee, like... Yeah, so let's just stretch this out, and then we can kind of just, like, have fun with it. So this happy little bee, we're gonna start it here. We're gonna kind of end it all the way here, and then in between, we're gonna, like, kind of have some fun. So maybe we, like, raise it... and lower it, and, like, we raise it again. And this is, we're being real lazy with this one, right? But, like...
It was flying above me. Oh, I hate it. Oh, I hate it. If it lands on my face, I'm gonna...
And then, like, for this last one... Where'd it go? Let's find it. Pick to kind of sell this joke at the very end, it could be the kind of thing where it is in this last clip specifically, it's like coming towards your face. So, but we're gonna like, so we're gonna nest it so that I can add another shake to this, because I think if it's shaking as it's like coming towards you, I think that's funny.
Race, I'm gonna lose it.
It's like so like, so now we have something that looks like this.
It's flying above me. Oh, I hate it. Oh, I hate it. If it lands on my face, I'm gonna lose it.
And then, honestly, I think also, I think what I want to do, I think this will be funny as well. Let's make it real big. And then we're gonna maybe start it here. And then we're gonna lower the opacity of it overall. And then now we have like...
It's flying above me. Oh, I hate it. Oh, I hate it. If it lands on my face, I'm gonna lose it.
So I feel like that's like, you know, that's sort of like, now it's a whole different short. You know, almost. And, you know, that took us like, 10 minutes maybe.
It's flying above me. Oh,
Claire's afraid of a bee.
If it lands on
I don't know what the bug, it probably wasn't a bee, but...
face, I'm gonna lose it.
Just immediately, like, it wants to land on my face, and it's going to. I'm glad. All right. Okay. Hell yeah. So now we have, this is also Claire, but with her updated model.
Shared shelter never collapses. That's, I think, ideal, because then we can have way more housing options, and everyone can have little houses. You can sleep with your friends. Not like that. Hold on. You can sleep with your friends, as in you're all in a big tent and you each have your own bed. God dang it.
Forgot to make that big. But here, let's rewatch that.
Shared shelter never collapses. That's, I think, ideal, because then we can have way more housing options, and everyone can have little houses. You can sleep with your friends. Not like that. Hold on. You can sleep with your friends, as in you're all in a big tent and you each have your own bed. God dang it.
So this one, you know, we could probably tighten this up a little bit, but specifically what I wanted to point out for this short, I think this is an instance where we kind of hit the funniest part, and then the clip kept going a little bit. So for me,
options, and everyone can have little houses. You can sleep with your friends. Not like that. Hold on. You can sleep with your friends, as in you're all in a big tent and you each have your own bed. God dang it.
So I like, it's funny that Claire is like, uh-oh, let me fix this, let me save this. But I think for the purposes of a short,
not like that. Hold on.
I think just ending it here is like, you end on a higher note.
More housing options, and everyone can have little houses. You can sleep with your friends. Not like that. Hold on.
And then it's just like, and then we just get out. You know what I mean?
You can sleep with your friends. Not like that. Hold on.
So for me, it's like, you want to end on the highest note possible, like, at all times. And I think in this instance, it's like, this is, you know, she said the little oopsie. She caught herself.
Not like that.
And then there's like an effect, and then we're just done. Everything after this is funny, but I think it's not as funny as like as this section. You know what I mean? I tried to eke out the length for TikTok. Yeah, TikTok's rough. Like for me, I don't edit for TikTok anymore. TikTok sort of just has its own rules, and I don't really want to like play their game, because TikTok's just its own little microcosm, so to speak. I'm kind of like, anytime I'm thinking about like, what will this edit, like what's good for this edit, I'm thinking about YouTube and like Reels to a lesser extent. Just because like what works on TikTok is like almost an outlier at this point. Cause like, I don't know. It's like sometimes like good clips will work on TikTok, like normal, like anywhere else. But like also stuff that works on TikTok that won't work anywhere else is like, you know, the trends, all the sounds and all the trends and all that stuff. And they weight that kind of thing very heavily. Because TikTok, more than anybody else, very much is algorithm based. So like they take things into account, like, are you using this effect? Are you, because I'm sure you've seen, like, we're seeing it all over now, but like I get so many of the Tim Burton AI filter thing right now. I get so, because it is pushing that out because it is trending, and so I'll get so many accounts. I'll get a video that has like 4 likes on it, and I'll see that so often because so many people are just doing the filter, and they're not like adding their own spin onto it or just like whatever, you know what I mean? So it's just like, hey, here's someone and they got an AI filter and like maybe it'll look good, I don't know. And TikTok's like, yeah, more of this, please. You know what I mean? So like I'm not so, it's hard to, and plus on top of that, like TikTok's also just changed the rules. So like what is going to be doing better on TikTok going forward is videos that are specifically over a minute long. And I think that is to try and create a divide in between shorts and the reels, because shorts and reels have a 60-second maximum. You cannot make a short for YouTube and for TikTok that is longer than that. But now for TikTok, they're like, you have a 10-minute limit. And if you are in the paid program, I forget, the Creator Fund or whatever it's called, you won't get paid on videos that are shorter than 1 minute. So it's like sort of a disaster in my opinion. But like it's good because like it's making TikTok like a different place. Like you'll see like that's just normal content, but on your telephone. So if in my opinion, that all kind of sucks, and I don't really want to play TikTok's game, because TikTok is also the least transparent about their policies, and blah, blah, blah. But that's not really what we're here for. But that's kind of like, you know, when I'm thinking about length and things, it's like, you don't want it to be real short. Like, I don't think, like, YouTube or TikTok anymore likes a 4 to 7 second video. Like, this one from before, like, this did really well. I don't think this video would do as well now, because I just think it's too short. I don't think TikTok likes videos like this anymore. But it used to. It used to be like, you can get a 7-second video, people are going to rewatch it till the cows come home. Yes, please, more. But, like, I just think, like, anything that's short like this, TikTok doesn't really push out anymore unless it's, like, very, very, very good. So I feel like in a general sense, you want your shorts to be in the ballpark of 25 to, 55 seconds. Like, if the video only went because of the algo at that time, yeah, and everything's, like, just constantly changing.
Bird shelter.
Oh, okay, so then we have, I think, one last one from Clara. Let's see, I don't remember what this one is either.
You make way too many sounds. So what happens when you don't have a lot of friends and you spend a lot of time by yourself? You just start making sounds to fill the crushing silence, and that's why I'm a good streamer. I'm joking. Well, not about the crushing silence and lack of friends parts.
Yeah, so this one, I think it was... What is my thoughts on this?
You make way too many sounds.
I feel like every video I had a separate thought, but that was yesterday, and it's today. So who knows what I was thinking.
What happens when you don't have a lot of friends?
Let's see.
And you spend a lot of time by
I think this one could be trimmed up very slightly.
Sounds to fill the crushing silence, and that's why I'm a good streamer. I'm joking. Well, not about the crushing silence and lack of friends parts.
Maybe, you know what? We can add some let's add some sound effects. I think this is a sound effects tutorial. So I have one called Scary Stinger. This might not be right though. Let me see. Yeah, let's try this. Let's add a new spin to this. Michaela Afton, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Mew crew. So yeah, I guess let's punch it up just a little bit.
You make way too many sounds. You make way too many sounds.
Let's it's really not a lot, but it's just like a few frames here and there.
So
and maybe this can also just be cut down. We get the point. We can get out a little sooner.
So what
Maybe even like even you're spinning, but even maybe just like a small zoom. I don't know. Zooms are just funny. I don't know.
You make way too many sounds. So what happens when you don't have a lot of friends and you?
So like, but we can just like we can do it. This is another J cut thing. See, we're ending on an S sound.
Friends.
And S sounds like you see. We'll get real deep in here. They'll always have, you'll see the friend, and then you have to hear the S, otherwise it's not the same word, but the S just hangs when people speak. So, like, this is the whole word of friend, and then right here. So, we can really get away with, like, a lot here. So, we're gonna cut this right where that is. And we're gonna go halfway over the S sound here, and we're just gonna close that back up. And let's just see.
Have a lot of friends and you spend a lot of time.
Yeah, so that like we've cleared that up, and we have, you know, we're not wasting a lot of time.
Have a lot of friends and you spend a lot of time by yourself.
Like 400 pages of notes. I'm so happy to hear that. I would love to keep doing things like this, and the time is also just blowing by. We're not even... Oh, we got through quite an amount of these, I guess. Okay. So anything like this we can improve very slightly. Maybe 2 frames.
Time by yourself. You just start making sounds to fill the crushing.
This is, I'm not gonna make the example of this, but I think in this instance, when there's like, when you have the same word, cause like you're stuttering, cause this is also a fun way. So here's, okay, here is, a general tip, right? So you might look at this stuttering and you'll be like, oh, that was, you know, this is sort of extreme, but like that was a mistake. It would have been better if I hadn't stuttered there. You might say to yourself, right? But when you're editing and things like this, you could either cut it out if it makes sense. But what I think makes things funnier to do, is to like, hey, I've done a less than good thing, or like whatever, right? Let me highlight that instead. So I think, let me like have fun with that. So you have the first the here, but like if we had, this isn't gonna really look that good, but basically I'm gonna try and just cheat it real fast. So if we had like, if you left the second the up there, or the first up there, and then like the second the kind of came up, let's see. Let me cheat this so that it will look the way I want. I hope this works. So we go to clip, video options. We'll add a frame hold there. We are going to get rid of that. Stretch this out. So something like this. Something very quick and easy like this. Yeah, that works. Okay, so barely even tell that I cheated it. But like you're like, oh, I'm stammering. Let me highlight that instead of hiding it. And this is just a very small little thing, but like I feel like doing things like this kind of across the board consistently can like make your shorts feel more like personable, and then, you know, not like, how to say, like we're all just here having fun, like
the crushing silence.
And then it also, on top of that, like we're now emphasizing the fact that there was a stammer, since those two thes as it stood previously were like in the same spot. Like you could even do a thing where like the second the is like bigger in font size than the first ones, things like that. It's wild how L&J cuts make stuff so much punchier, and they're easy. They're so easy. You just have to like, people, you know, it makes sense why people would think like, oh, I can only, you know, I can only cut out things like this. Why would I do it any other way? But you gotta think outside the box. You gotta think outside the J and the L, as it were.
Silence.
And then... Yeah, same deal here. I'm gonna cheat we're just gonna do that.
Silence
And see, like the E, the sound like hangs for so long here.
silence,
and you can kind of hear it still going, but like in the case by case, like this sounds okay to me.
the crushing silence, and that's why I'm a good streamer. That's why I'm.
We're gonna do the thing where we punch in even more for the second one. And then maybe we can do that thing I said before where we spherize. We do like a big brain. Just for like a second. I think like a lot of times, obviously we're getting the words, but
That's why I'm a good streamer.
yeah, something
I'm
like
joking.
that.
Well, not about the. I'm joking.
And then we can add this sound effect. I'm gonna lower. This one gets pretty loud, so I'm gonna lower it.
I'm joking. Well, not about the crushing silence and lack of friend parts.
That got like almost too loud, so I think we're gonna do a there's a filter called hard limiter, and I use this all the time. Basically this is, if you know how limiter works, it will make it so that whatever, like if you use a limiter in your OBS recording, it'll limit how loud the recording is, right? So if you're screaming into the mic, it'll only ever record at like, -1 decibel or whatever. It won't get any higher than that. You won't peak your audio. But you can do that as a filter in Premiere as well, and then you just set... So normally it'd be like, minus 0.01, so it just never gets to 0, because you don't want it to get to 0. Because that's too loud. That's too loud. But a lot of times, like if you're just doing regular editing, you might say -2 to keep everything just sort of leveled. Because of what I'm trying to do with this, I'm gonna actually just minus, we'll say like 12. And then the reason that I'm doing that is because I want you to be able to hear the quiet parts, but I don't want the loud parts to be so loud. So now if I then go in here and kind of we'll say we'll lower everything by 6 maybe.
Well, not about the crushing silence and lack of friend.
And then I can see that that's still like way too loud. So let's just say -20. Let's just see what happens.
Well, not about the crushing silence and lack of friend.
Yeah, so that seemed to help a lot. You won't see any change in the waveform because it's not affecting the waveform. It's just affecting the output.
Well, not about the crushing silence and lack of friend parts.
And then that's a short, and we could add some more sound effects in here, I think. Like honestly, yeah, like let's do my favorite bamboo. Who loves you, baby? It's me. Bamboo baby.
And that's why I'm a good streamer.
Yeah, so just something like
not
that.
About the question.
Honestly, I think I'm gonna do this, because even though like
I'm a good streamer.
Yeah, there we go.
Silence, and that's why I'm a good streamer.
Right on where the word starts. That clip started a couple frames before the word. So now this is the whole thing. This is what we got. Did I make a copy of this? We'll watch them back to back. Nope. Ba-boom. All right, here we go.
You make way too many sounds. So what happens when you don't have a lot of friends and you spend a lot of time by yourself? You just start making sounds to fill the crushing silence, and that's why I'm a good streamer. I'm joking. Well, not about the crushing silence and lack of friends parts. You make way too many sounds. So what happens when you don't have a lot of friends? You spend a lot of time by yourself. You just start making sounds to fill the crushing silence, and that's why I'm a good streamer. I'm joking. Well, not about the crushing silence and lack of friend parts.
It's just, I've been saying this the whole stream. It's like small things just take you so far. I love it. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right, moving on. We have these are banging. Hey, thanks. Knock, knock, knock. Hello, it's me, the police, the Catboy police. Do you have any milk for me? I'm hungry, and I'm lactose intolerant. So you better also have a bathroom. Megalo row. Oh. Well, thank you. Yeah, I might get Pikmin. Maybe. All right, so this one is from a VTuber called Davidia Storm. Oh, sushi. I can't lean forward and get it anymore, but hey, that's all right. All right, here we go.
Hello, my name's Davidia. You may not know me, but I know you. I know where you live. I know what your phone number is. I even know your social security number. You think you're safe from me? No, you're not.
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
All right, so right off the bat, I think at this point we can all sort of agree, like, hey, this one overstayed. This is like a funny thing, but it sort of overstayed its welcome a little bit, right? Yeah, what's my social? 1, 2, 3. I'm just kidding. That's it. It's on the internet. Ah. So if we're gonna,
you're not.
Please, no!
So realistically, I think like ending. We have the Michael Scott nose in the background, but
Please, no!
There are a few things about the sort of like production of this one that we can't really fix, but I'm just sort of gonna address here. So maybe this was a stylized choice, but so the first bit like looks like it's been filmed or recorded, I should say, in TikTok format. So 16 by 9. No. Is that right? 9 by 16. Whichever way, TikTok format. It looks like it was recorded in that way. But this second clip looks like, you can kind of see that it looks like it's, Yeah, there's also, okay, that's also what's getting me. I see that there's like this frame of like extra stuff in here. So this is just a note on just being careful that things like that aren't happening. Because the text starts here, but this feels like a mistake, so this doesn't, we'll just get rid of it. We'll just get rid of that. However, as I was gonna say, like, this feels like it was shot in sort of regular 1920 by 1080. And then we're zooming in. So there's sort of like nothing behind. And so like I think in a general sense, like, so we have so this is what I would do in that instance. So we're gonna pretend that this is the whole clip, right? What am I doing? We'll just make a some carapace. So get rid of one of those. So let's just pretend that this is the recording, right? So like if I just was gonna pop this in, like this is all I'd have. So I have nothing else to kind of go around the front and the back. And this doesn't quite fit, but we're just doing an example right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna double this clip, right? So we have the same clip on the front and the back. So if I delete this, it's the exact same thing. I'm gonna, on the one that's underneath, we're gonna blow that up, and we're gonna do that same trick as before. So I'm gonna blow this up, and then I have my own preset that I made. This is a Gaussian blur and a low opacity. It's like nothing fancy. And now, instantly, we have a
Hello,
background.
my name's Davidia. You may not know me, but I know you. I know where you live. I know what your phone number is.
Yeah, and it might have been intentional, but the fact that it like zooms in like this, so there's just like all this black. Like I think that even if they're sort of doing it that way, the algorithm certainly isn't gonna like just all this solid color. Just for what that's worth, like any of them, like they don't really care for that. A lot of the times. Sometimes it's fine. Like sometimes you see a lot of like these cop shows and things that like they'll just put on TikTok or whatever. So, you know, sometimes the rules like don't apply, but like a lot of times I feel like I had clips like this where I just had the black and they would do significantly more poor than when I was doing kind of this sort of a thing. So this could be to taste, but like this is kind of a suggestion that I would make on this. There's the content on this is fine. I just think that ending it a little with a little more of like a like as intended, this kind of goes on for a while. People are like very likely going to scroll away because now nothing's happening on screen anymore. Juwo, hello, how are you? Just put slime videos. It's fine. It's normal. So these are my thoughts on this video from Davidia Storm. All right, so now we have a big long one. This is from Grey Cat Cafe, and we're gonna watch this. This is almost like this is over 1.5 minutes, but this is gonna be sort of an example on where it sort of makes sense to trim things and have a story that still makes sense. I will sort of I think the point of this one was that it was supposed to be a bit longer, but we're gonna, you know, so take that with a grain of salt. But there is a lot of like tooling up and a lot of kind of repeated and, in my opinion, my humble opinion, sort of unnecessary things that don't need to be in here and kind of just drag things on a little bit. Hey, that's okay, Jiwoo. Next time. Because I would love to do another one of these. All right, so here we go. We're just going to watch this all the way through first.
Mwah! Story time. So for those who don't know, I used to work at a pizzeria when I was in high school. You know, your typical first-time job. Being a bright-eyed child, I tried my best to be nice to everyone who came in. Changed like a Subway. But pizza. So you would place the order, then we go down the line, making the order in front of the customer. But they take the order home to cook it. Anyway, that doesn't matter in this story. Instead, I had to explain what is a cookie dough? Let me explain. A fine gentleman came in, slack-jawed, looked at the menu. I patiently stood there waiting for him to order. When I explained the whole idea of the store to him, I asked if he wanted some cookie dough to go with his order. He stared at me and asked very slowly, "What's a cookie dough?" I was very confused and I repeated the question to get the same reply, sadly. "Well, sir, it's what cookies are made with." "I don't get it. Like baby cookies?" "Yes."
Yeah, this
Like
sounds like a Papa
baby
Murphy's. We have
cookies.
those here.
After the order was made, the man talked to my manager and said I was dumb trying to sell baby cookies. Instead of what? Adult cookies? What does that mean? Anyway, I have a few more stories to share with y'all, and if you like this, be sure to like, share, and comment down below your job nightmares. Who knows? I might make it a series to read y'all's comments. Have an awesome day, and see you at the cafe.
Woo! All right, so, and then there's even some black right before we get to the end here. So I think the resolution of this story was that the guy went to the manager and complained because it's stupid to sell baby cookies, is I guess what happened. So I think the meat of this, so all of this, so I think normally it's like, oh, okay, well, there's a lot of dead time before they pop up.
Wow. Story time. For those who time.
Yeah, this is like pretty significantly too long in my opinion. So what we're gonna do is find out what the meat of this is. So I think that we can get rid of almost all of this intro, but we kind of have to see. Because especially when they themselves say like, oh, that doesn't matter. In the story, it's like, that doesn't instill me with like a ton of confidence. Okay. So let's just see what happens. If we started it here.
A fine gentleman.
Maybe.
A fine gentleman came in, slack-jawed.
Subaruji, hello, how are you?
A fine gentleman came in, slack-jawed, looked at the menu. I patiently stood there waiting for him to order. When I explained the whole idea of the store to him, I asked if he wanted some cookie dough to go with his order. He stared at me and asked very slowly, "What's a cookie dough?" I was very confused.
Like, I think that it doesn't matter that this guy works at a Papa Murphy's. I'm assuming it's a Papa Murphy's. Papa Murphy's is take and bake. They don't have them everywhere, but the idea is that you order a pizza and then they just make it and then you take it home and you put it in your oven. So they also sell things like cookie dough and like whatever else, right? I'm so good. This is such a fun stream. I want to do so many more of these. I can't believe it's already been 2.5 hours, if I'm being honest with you. So you know what I mean? So like, the fact that this guy works at a Papa Murphy's doesn't matter. The core of this story is I'm having a blast, baby. The crux of the story is that a man came in and didn't know what cookie dough is, right? So like, we could just immediately.
Wow. Story time.
So the music isn't gonna work. I'm gonna cut out like all of this beginning stuff, except for
wow. Story time. Wow.
People like it when you say story time. They stick around when you say story time. TikTok has trick-talked us into this. No, you are the slayest of the slay, Subaruji! Oh my goodness. I'm so glad this has been helpful also. There's a lot of things that, like, I feel like, oh, people should know this, but it's not a whole YouTube video's worth of information. So then I feel like people can pick up bits and bobs as I'm just sort of going through it. If you're gonna mention where you come from, make it, like, really fast. Yeah, like, you gotta get to the meat, like, right away.
Wow. Story time. A fine gentleman.
Like, you don't even need the moi, but we're gonna leave it.
Wow.
It's movement. Like, we might use the slip tool here, Y on the keyboard, to kind of, like, cheat it a little bit.
Wow. Story time.
Like, the mouth doesn't really make sense, but, like, it doesn't really work a lot of times on VTuber models just anyway, so you can cheat a lot with dialogue on VTubing stuff specifically.
Wow. Story time. A fine gentleman came in, slack-jawed, looked at the menu.
Looked at the menu. We're gonna cut this out.
I patiently stood there waiting for him to order. When I
and then
explained the whole idea of the store to him,
so we don't need any of this. We patiently waited. I explained the idea of the store to him. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. So we could immediately say, like, it doesn't matter where he works, because we just care about this cookie dough thing.
Slack-jawed, looked at the menu. I asked if he wanted some cookie dough to go with his order.
So we'll cut out this dead air here.
To go with his order. He stared at me and asked very slowly, "What's a cookie dough?"
I also feel very strongly that, like, things like this, where somebody is saying something crucial to the story. So this is the whole thing. It's that he asks, what's a cookie dough? So for me, I'm reading ahead, so this is spoiled before we get to the punchline. So, like, I would have split up these two captions, right? But additionally, like, you can really punch in, and then it just says, what's a cookie dough? And then maybe, like, a vine boom. Vine boom. Boom, you know?
Slowly. What's a cookie dough? I was...
And we start right here. I was very confused. Because that is pretty confusing, if I'm being honest with you. Yeah, this is Premiere, yeah. I mentioned earlier, I have a video that I hopefully will be able to get out this Friday, where I went and learned how to use DaVinci Resolve, and I'm gonna kind of be going through a quick startup guide on how to get started with that. It was more different than I expected it would be, but it was also very similar at the same time in different ways.
No, I was very confused.
Yeah, they sort of have, like, pretty a few very core big differences, but a lot of the ancillary stuff is, like, very similar.
Slowly. What's a cookie dough? I was slowly.
Alright.
It stared at me and asked very slowly, what's a cookie dough? I was very confused, and I repeated the question to get the same reply, sadly. Well, sir, it's what... Confused, and I repeated the question to get the same reply.
So we don't need this part either, I think. We don't need that he asked again. We can just get to...
I was very confused, and
I was very confused, well, sir. So we'll cut out all this.
It's what... Well, sir...
The captions don't... Well, they almost match up here.
Very confused, well, sir...
I was very confused. We there's only so much we have to work with. This doesn't sound incredible anymore. But, you know, like, if you had the raw stuff, you could make this work.
I was very confused. Well, sir, it's what cookies are made with. I don't get it.
I think this is also an instance where you can, like, the repetition of sound effects is going to be...
I don't get it.
Funny here. So we'll do a little bit of a cut there, and then we'll add another vine boom.
With I don't get it. Like baby cookies?
And then he says something even more ridiculous, so we can put, like, the bamboo, and that'll cut off. That'll also prematurely cut off the boom, which is always funny. Shortcut to comedy.
Made with I don't get it. Like baby cookies.
We'll zoom this guy in too.
Made with I don't get it. Like baby cookies.
This is like, I don't really get this joke personally. Maybe that's just me, but I feel like if we did something more akin to, yeah, let me see if I can't we'll do another frame hold here so I can stretch this guy out. We don't need the... Oh, that didn't work. Why not? How dare. Add a frame hold, please. Do the thing I asked you to do, please. There we go. Okay. So this is like... We could put, like, some crickets. Let's just put a small amount of crickets. We could put some crickets. We can then take this clip, do a slow zoom, assuming that we had, like, the raw video. We're really doing fast and loose with what we have here, right? You put milk in your tea and add chunks in it. No! DaVinci have the same hotkeys? No, it does not. But you can change the hotkeys. on any of these. So if you wanted to learn, if you wanted to make the switch, you can. It's very easy to go into the hotkey menu and change everything however you like it. I had a screen pop up when I started, and it was like, where are you coming from? Do you know Adobe Premiere? And I was like, yes. And so I assumed it was going to give me the right hotkeys, and then it proceeded to just not do that, and I was very confused. Okay, we're going to do the other bamboo here. So now we have, like...
Cookies are made with... I don't get it. Like baby cookies?
So that's also fast. It gets the point across. That, like, OTA thing, was not, I don't know. I didn't quite get that, but... Who are you? Where do you come from? What's your phone number? It's 123. No.
Yes. Like...
So I think here we can have a small amount of hang, but we don't want to.
Like baby cookies. Baby.
You know what? Let's do that cheat I was talking about a second ago. Let's unclip this, unlink that. So we're gonna cheat this audio over. Their mouth isn't moving, but having this gap between those two words is like kind of too long for me, and I don't want to have multiple cuts after this long hang.
Yes, like baby cookie.
Oh, that was a little too close.
Yes, like baby
maybe
like baby cookie.
Sounds a little strange, but I think this is gonna be fine.
Like baby cookies.
So then we can punch in here a little bit. Drax, hello. Flute, hello. How are you? Oh, Skara? Skara. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Mew crew. How are you? Hope it helps in telling jokes. I think I'll be the only one to understand this joke. Will I be? Yeah. So if it helps with telling jokes, I get a lot. I received a lot of, in that vein, Sakura, I received a lot of shorts on my Twitter post about this, that were saying stuff like, for context, this, that, and the other. And I'm just sort of like, in my mind, I'm like, if you need to tell me that I need context for this, we're already starting off on a pretty bad foot. You know what I mean? I should be able to understand everything in your short without outside information, and you know, unless it's like a niche thing, like earlier, like it was for an audience of Monster Hunter people, that understand. You know, you understand what I mean. That's a little different. But like, if I don't know, if I need explanation on like, oh, my friend did this, and then we got here, it's like, okay, well, I need to know all the context. You need to have all that context in there. Like hippo milk, ketchup milk. Yummy. Yummy. Delicious. I'm doing also well, Skara. Thank you so much. And Flute. Same answer. Okay, so back to this.
Yes, like baby cookies.
That's also like, I just don't feel like this is, I don't think this is just quite hitting the mark that they intended it to, so I'm just gonna get rid of that.
Baby cook.
It's like almost, it feels like a distraction more than an emphasis on the joke, I guess. Maple milk. That sounds kind of good.
Like baby cookies. After the order was made, the man talked to my manager and said I was...
I think we can get away with this sort of a thing.
Baby cookies. After the order was made, the man talked to my manager and said I was dumb trying to sell baby cookies. Instead of what? Adult cookies? What does that mean?
Yeah, and then similar to the Clara clip from earlier, we're gonna get out on the strongest point, because at this core, this is a funny story, you know what I mean? But I think just the long-winded nature of telling it kind of got in its own way a little bit.
Baby cookies. Instead of what? Adult cookies? What does that mean?
So we're just going to end it here. And then all this other stuff like, oh, I might do more of these. Like, comment down below that. The people don't stay for that. So we're just going to get rid of that.
Instead of what?
And then we're going to...
Adult cookies?
We're going to do some things here. So we're going to make this real snappy.
Instead of what? Adult cookies? Cookies. Instead of what? Adult cookies? What does that mean?
So let's we'll put the fourth bamboo.
Cookies. Instead of what? Adult cookies? What does that mean?
And then I think we're gonna kind of like emphasize like how frustrated they're getting. So we're gonna put this static noise. This static also gets a lot of work. We'll lower it to 4 maybe. Cut it right to the edges here.
Cookies? What does that mean?
We're gonna do the I guess I didn't. We can add a shake to this. We can add a shake to this. This is gonna be a pretty intense shake.
Cookies? What does that mean?
But then additionally, I'm gonna make we're gonna add some red to this. So we're gonna make a color matte. It'll default to whatever timeline you're in, so you just hit OK. I'm gonna make it just bright red. You name it whatever you want, but I just always name them red matte or whatever color. And so now we have this red matte here. I'm gonna lower the opacity of it, and so now
sell baby cookies instead of what? Adult cookies? What does that mean?
So that like really emphasizes like, ooh, I'm angry. I'm so angry about this situation. So now, what is this? It's 7 seconds. So now this is, we took an hour or a minute and a half-ish plus clip and got it down to 30 seconds. So let's see what we got now.
Wow. Story time. A fine gentleman came in, slack-jawed, looked at the menu. I asked if he wanted some cookie dough to go with his order. He stared at me and asked very slowly, "What's a cookie dough?" I was very confused. Well, sir, it's what cookies are made with. I don't get it. Like baby cookies? Yes, like baby cookies. After the order was made, the man talked to my manager and said I was dumb trying to sell baby cookies. Instead of what? Adult cookies? What does that mean?
And there you have it. That is every important piece of that story condensed down without, like, do you feel like you missed any context that we needed from the old version? You know what I mean? So thinking about your stories in this way, it's like, does this information need to be relayed to the audience? Like, yes or no? Look at us, we're taking a class from Comfy, puts down the catnip. Your payment? Accept. Can't drink milk anymore. I'm also lactose intolerant, but I do be eating a lot of cheese anyway. You got the whole story right there. How to use it in a show. Thank you, Flute. Okay, I think we have time for, what's this one? This one was sent in not by Lulu, but by Lulu's editor, Isaac Cannonball. Let's take a look at this one. We'll end here, and it's not quite at the 3-hour mark, but we'll let me make sure. Is this I have some more here. What do you mean bonk me? What have I ever done? I'm a perfect angel. Okay, let's quick question. How would you handle calls to action? It's real tough because I think like it's hard to get them in before people will scroll away. It used to be a long time ago, you used to be able to kind of like how do I say? You used to be able to put like a little end card and that like worked and that made sense. But that was before video completion became a metric. I think it's sort of human nature that if people sense that your video is about to end, that they will scroll away. They know they don't care what's at the end unless it's content still. So, like, I think it's kind of tough. I think if your video is about a call to action, then that, like, if it's about a specific thing, if it's not just the call to action isn't just like and subscribe, you know what I mean? Then I think it's tough. I almost would just say to omit them entirely, just because I don't know how much they work just in a general sense, but then, like, if you're spending time on that, then your short's gonna kind of do worse as a result, just on a metrics level, you know what I mean? So it's sort of rough. I also see, and I don't really you don't see this too often. I feel like with new streamers, and I'm also guilty of this myself, of putting your like if this was Lulu, right? Like having her Twitch like handle on the screen at all times. I think we're at a point now where people understand what they're watching. They understand, like, hey, this is a clip from a stream or something. Like, this is a content creator. Like, if they want to know more, they'll go to your, account. Like, having it on screen is all it's doing is really taking up real estate, in my opinion. That might be a slightly more hot take, but that's just sort of my feeling on things. Do I edit gameplay videos? I edit whatever. I edit whatever, baby. I do it all. So we're gonna watch this from Isaac Cannibal of I don't know how to pronounce their name. It's Kuramiya Lucian. Lulu.
So you're telling me that in Honkai Star Rail, they have mastered space travel with Thomas the Tank Engine, but weapons upgrade material is Polaroid pictures and film rolls? Huh?
So this is like one of these ones that I feel like is very close. It's like almost there. I forgot to zoom it in again. But we're gonna just see. We're gonna see about trimming it up and adding some zooms and stuff. Missed opportunity for a face to be on Thomas. We can make that happen.
So you're telling me that in Honkai Star Rail, they have mastered space travel. What? Space travel.
I haven't played Honkai, so I don't know how funny this image is, you know what I mean? Like, it's funny in a vacuum to me, but I don't have, like, the context. Yeah, we'll just kind of cut into here.
With Thomas the Tank Engine.
Getting rid of a little bit of this dead space in between. 2 frames, probably. So yeah, we can try and do that, honestly. Let's we can put that right there-ish. And then yeah, we can like do this sort of a thing. We'll change the Hi Jay, hey, thanks. Did you travel by train? I guess it is called Star Rail, isn't it? Let's tick off uniform scale, and then we're gonna change the height so that it kind of fits on there a little bit better. Kind of rotate. Like, this would be very funny. Like, it's the only problem with this is that it is sort of ruining the joke that that this is like a Thomas the Tank Engine thing up there. So, there's that to consider. But if you use just a regular train, like if you were trying to, it might be the kind of thing where
Thomas the Tank Engine.
Like maybe you kind of like fade into this. Oops. Like this could be funny.
With Thomas the Tank Engine.
Assuming it's not down there, of course. That now it looks ridiculous, but that's sort of the idea. Sometimes there's like errors in the playback. I don't know what's happening there, but you could do something like that.
But weapons upgrade material is polar.
And we are gonna, you better believe we're using the bamboos here, baby. They are so versatile.
Cereal is Polaroid pictures and film.
So we're gonna kind of do some zoomies here. Not the regular kind of cat zoomies, but you know, still fun.
Pictures and film.
That's a little too close, so we can undo that. Try again.
Pictures and film rolls.
Maybe even less.
Polaroid pictures and film rolls.
So there's like a tiny amount of pause to ponder. You'll notice a lot of the things that I think are funny are things that I keep doing. Yeah, honestly, like, you probably don't even need her in this. I think you're right. Like, it's fine to have her there in the corner, but like, it doesn't add any fun. Like, the funny is this, and if this wasn't there, then like, or even though that it is there, like, this is just a static image also to which is something I really don't like ever having in here. I think for when your VTuber is talking, it's completely fine to have it be non-moving, so to speak. But like, basically any pictures, like, I want to see some movement. Like, just a little bit of movement goes so far.
Thomas the Tank Engine, but weapons upgrade material is Polaroid pictures and film roll.
So I know that this isn't gonna make the film rolls look nice, but we can like, and then for this, I feel like we zoom in.
Weapons upgrade material is Polaroid.
So bamboo. So bamboo 1, bamboo 2, two silly things right in a row.
Material is Polaroid pictures and film rolls. Is Polaroid pictures and film rolls.
And then for this one, her the kind of the scream at the end starts becoming very funny. So I want to cut while she's still making that noise. Comfy and cozy, scrolling. Okay.
Rolls.
And then, honestly, I think, so we're gonna nest this last piece, because I want to make this very last part shake. Because I think that's gonna make this even funnier. Yeah. When you... I don't know what it is about the shake, but it really just, like... Like, it's like, oh, you're not expecting it, and then it's over before you can even really think about it. Okay, so let's see what we are looking at now.
So you're telling me that in Honkai Star Rail, they have mastered space travel with Thomas the Tank Engine, but weapons upgrade material is Polaroid pictures and film rolls?
We're in, we're out. We don't waste any time. That's what I like. Hey! And that's a stream, babies. I'm glad you all seem to enjoy that. I would love to do more of these, especially because I haven't like made like a formal announcement, but I'm gonna be streaming a lot less on the weekends going forward. Maybe just one weekend stream a week, if that. But I want to make them a little more. I don't want to just like be playing whatever game. You know what I mean? I want them to be something a little more exciting. So, this was a ton of fun. I love doing this sort of thing. I don't really know how to... Let's turn the music up a little bit now. I'm not really sure. I've been racking my brain trying to think about a way, an ongoing, easy way if for people to, like, submit their videos and things. I guess my only question is how to handle call to actions on non-clip materials. Yeah, on non-clip, like if you're doing like a YouTube video, I think that the best place to put the call to action is in the middle somewhere. If you're making just like, you don't want to put it at the end. People will not stick around. You want to wait for a very exciting moment. Fiend! Nope. Friend! Friend3242. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Mew crew. I'm sorry I called you a fiend. if there is a point in your video where there's a very hype moment, like in the middle somewhere, put your call to action right after that. Your call to action can be like, you know, hit the like button. There's a, I don't remember his name at this moment. It's like it's Channel Makers. He's a very good YouTuber, if that makes sense. Like how to YouTuber. But he has a lot of interesting thoughts. A lot of people are like, hey, make sure you ask people to subscribe. But his whole deal is he's like, hey, don't ask people to subscribe. Just ask people to like the video, because if they want to subscribe, they know how to subscribe. They'll do it. They'll subscribe. But what will help your video even more and engage your already subscribed viewers
I do that.
is asking them to like the video. And if you do that right in the middle of the video after like a hype moment or like a very funny joke or like whatever, right? Something that's sort of a little more exceptional in the middle, then that is I think the best practice to uphold. I always forget to do that. Somewhere in the Discord? I don't have a place in the Discord at the moment, but I could easily set that up. Oh, I can't, all my buttons are not working. We do have a Discord. I'm gonna find somebody to raid, I suppose, in the just chatting section, or let me see who's on. Thank you so much for coming. I am very happy at how well this went. I'm gonna be honest with you. Let me check my friends list real quick. And then, yeah, let's see. Yeah, let's make a new friend in the just chatting section. Let's do it. Thank you all so much. I'm so glad you all enjoyed it. All right, what do we got? Let's make a new friend, baby. This person's like a robot. I like that. That's fun. That's fun. Okay, there's an ad with the guy from American Pie and the other guy from American Pie. Oh god. So that's the Discord. We have the YouTube. I have to do these manually right now. That is the link to all 5 of my sort of ongoing YouTube channels. I'll upload the VOD of this tomorrow around noon or so. So in like 24 hours, basically. Just directly unedited, and then I'm looking to cut this VOD down into something a little more digestible for the main editing channel, which is also on this list. And then, does this still work? No, this takes to my link tree, but I have a card. These buttons are, I don't use these buttons anymore. I have my, oh, what should it say? I don't know. Is it hard? Does that work? No. Anyways, it'll get you to most of the places you need to go. I love you all to pieces. If you are a subscriber, hold on one sec. We're gonna raid Ellie Minibot. If you are a oh, I don't have my raid. Ah, dang. None of my buttons are working. Let me manually do it. Here we go. This is our raid message. Nope. Here we go. Boom. All right, so you can copy and paste this. Trans Zombie, hello. We're just leaving. I'm sorry. Thank you so much, everybody. You're all being so heckin' sweet. I appreciate the heck out of you. Thank you for hanging out. I will definitely I'll announce. Maybe the Discord is like the best place for it. I want to make it as easy as possible for people to just like send something. So if they're already on Twitter, these are kind of like my hesitations, my thoughts, so to speak. But I will think about it. I will brainstorm and we'll figure something out. Maybe I'll do things where it's like, hey, I want to give me your video with what you think is the best intro, etc., etc. And then we can kind of do more targeted workshops in that way. But we'll see. I love you all to pieces. We're going to be real cool to Ellie Minibot. You can copy and paste this if you're a subscriber. And if you're not, hey, give it a think. But, I don't know. Just think about it. I love you. Goodbye. Bye.